once again is on. Welcome back to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street, and we lost Tim Dog.
Always losing somebody. And yeah, we boy shot out to Orlando, ready for rock and roll.
Yes, it is, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. He's back. He's back.
Man,
Welcome back, Tim Dog.
I appreciate that. Sorry about that, ladies and germs.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. But you know how we always start our podcast off. This is your first time Tim Dog dropping shit. If this is your first time checking us out, this is how we always start our podcast off, ladies and gentlemen. We always got to ask the brothers how was their day. So my main man, Shada, how was your day, my brother?
Can't call it, man. Just been sitting here doing the do, hanging out, doing what I do on Wednesday. Looking forward to this discussion tonight. And just want to let you know, Disney is empty. We don't play no games. You heard?
I got you. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on in the world. My main man, Tim Dog, man, how was your day?
Oh, you froze. Man, my day was pretty cool. Got on up and helped my mom do some things and ate. Got on the show. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Make sure you enjoy yourself while you're down there, man. We know what time it is with your mom. You enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Pharaoh trying to get on, but I don't see no picture, so I hit him up, let him know he's not on. I don't see anything. But as for me, fellas, man, it's hell, man. I having a goddamn damn toothache, man. Went to the damn VA. Them motherfuckers, they ain't did shit for me, so I'm going back to them motherfuckers on Friday. You know what I mean? Get my shit right.
What?
Yeah, man. You know, I can't have no damn pain in my mouth.
Hey, dog, we were dental most of our career. What you talking about, man? You better go in there and tell them guess what to do.
Yeah, shit. I can't tell them what to do, but it is what it is,
You
man.
tired now. You don't
Yeah,
have that fool.
they don't want to hear shit from me, man, but it is what it is. But hopefully, man, I'll be able to get my shit fixed before Friday night show. But if not, hey, like football players, I'm gonna grit through it. And took me some Tylenol, some Motrin. I'm gonna grit through it like I'm a professional athlete. Pharaoh King, can you hear me?
Dang.
Can hear you. Yeah. We can hear you. Fix your shit, Pharaoh. It's your shit. Everybody can hear each other, but you can't hear us.
You want
So
to
you're
hear?
here,
He said,
I just woke up type stuff, man. Get yourself together.
So
man.
type. Yeah,
If you can't
on
hear us,
your
that's
end.
your microphone.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on your end, man. Everybody else can hear each other. Hold on, me take him out, man, for the time being. Hold on, fellas. I'm gonna send him a little note here. But y'all go ahead and have a little quick conversation, man. Let's have a quick conversation about what's going on with the free speech thing there. If you don't mind, Shada.
Yo, man, listen. The thing is that's crazy about this is the free speech that we have in this country, at First Amendment. A lot of cats like to take it out of context. The purpose of free speech is to be able to daggone speak on anything without being a certain way or infringing on somebody else's right. You know what I'm saying? And this cat in the White House, man, this dude is up here trying to confuse people, and it's only good for when it's on their side. It's not good on the left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't have stuff going out like that, bro. And the thing that makes this so profound is when the American people decide that enough is enough, and they band together and say we're gonna go ahead and show them better than we could tell them.
Yep.
Hey, it works, and it's a proven fact out there. Our dollars in this country says a lot to what the government can and can't do. So we need to keep our eyes to the ground and keep grinding for real.
Yeah, that is true. And Tim, I'm gonna let you get the last word before we start, because this is a sports show. But you know, we wait for Pharaoh to make sure you get his shit right. But I'll let you talk about a little bit on the free speech end. Go ahead, Tim Dog.
Everyone knows, even the Republicans know what he's doing is unconstitutional and illegal. But the problem is you have to have those Republicans, as a math professor would say, get the cojones to say something and do something. You had Ted Cruz on the news today talking about we need to stop all this divisiveness in politics. And his boss is the main one doing it.
Fact.
So you can't call out the problem without calling out the person who's causing it.
Yeah,
everyone knows, all of them know, but the fear of retribution. Wait a minute.
Damn.
Last I checked, Congress was the Speaker of the House was
Lord,
third in line for presidency, which
Yeah.
means he has some power.
Yeah, that is true.
Use that
That
shit.
is true. That is true. Use your power, man. Pharaoh, can you hear us now? Yeah, I guess Pharaoh still can't hear us, but we can hear you. We can hear you, but you can't hear us.
Man, you got to fix your microphone input, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Go to your
Yeah.
audio, and you got your
Yeah,
speaker
yeah.
where you can hear us, but you got your mic where you can't.
Well, he can't hear us. All you just said, he can't hear you. We can hear him though. But hopefully Pharaoh will be able to get on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get this started, fellas, man. We gonna, yeah, if you don't know what's going on, your shit is fucked up. That's what, let's go ahead and get this
Pay
started,
your
man.
bill. Pay your
Yeah,
bill.
before we get into the to the meat and potatoes, man, let's talk about this, man. This guy, he abruptly say that he retired, and Michael Wilborn has something to say about it. But I want us to discuss Bruce Pearl and his retirement.
Auburn men's basketball coach Bruce Pearl is stepping down effective immediately. Pearl just completed his 11th season on the Plains, leading Auburn to the second Final Four of his tenure there. He walks away as the winningest coach in Auburn history with 246 career victories, 3 SEC regular season titles, and 2 SEC Conference Tournament championships. Stephen Pearl, Bruce's 38-year-old son, will take over as interim coach with the regular season set to begin November 3rd against Bethune-Cookman.
I'm coming to you first, Shot, man. You know, Bruce Pearl, he abruptly retired. But the question I got to ask the panel is this. In your opinion, why did Bruce Pearl step down as head coach of Auburn?
For me personally, I think he just had enough. But I've heard rumors and murmurs out there that he was trying to do a little switcheroo, kind of like the other Auburn fool that's in Congress now. What's his name? With the big ears dude.
I know you talk about
Tillis. Not
no, he used to be the coach of the football team.
He used to be the coach of Auburn.
Yeah.
I know you talk about though. Yeah.
Yeah, his idiot tail up there in Congress saying dumb stuff and acting like he just was born out in the cornfield with no education. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Pearl, on the other hand, I think for him, because before he was at Auburn, he was at Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a really, really big deal at Tennessee, and he quit for a minute, and then he took the job at Auburn. But all of this mess about Wilborn celebrating his daggone retirement, I think it has
to do a shot. I want you to hold that thought. I want you to hold that thought. I'm gonna play I'm gonna play what Wilborn said. Okay, so everybody get a better understanding. Then I want you to respond once you play the clip. So, but I just want you to stay on the Bruce Pearl aspect if you can.
Understood. So basically with him, I think he's just a matter of he's just tired. He's gotten to a point right now where his mind is split. You know, when somebody gets to a certain point in their career, they don't know if they want to retire or do another job. Yeah. I think he was there. Yeah. And I think that's where his retirement thing came into question. That's just me personally.
I got you. What you got to say about that, Tim Dawg? Bruce Pearl retiring.
I really don't know, but it sounds like he being pressured for something, and he's trying to get out of town before the season begins, before all of the the stigma behind whatever's going on catch up to him, and he's trying not to embarrass probably the university by rolling out right now.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, the season about to begin, then all of a sudden you up abruptly retire.
Yeah,
that's things right there.
Yeah, and then you know they say that his son is basically going to be the head coach of Auburn there. Shotter.
Yes,
and this is the question I got to ask you. You know, why didn't Auburn or Bruce Pearl get any blowback with his son taking over the coaching job like LeBron did with the Lakers drafting Bronny? Because you ain't hearing nobody saying that nepotism with him becoming the head coach of Auburn. But we all heard everything when the Lakers drafted Bronny. What's your thought on that aspect?
My thoughts is like this. Is anybody going to say anything about the Alomars, the Rivers, the freaking Clay Matthews family, Ed McCaffrey, Marvin Harrison Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., you know what I'm saying, the Holes, all these daggone pro athletes who have sons that play the game. that play in the game. Nobody says anything about them and nepotism. But as soon as, like Stephen A. said, you know what I'm saying, with his daggone Candyland there, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, a kick dog can be right once a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, nobody had no problem with it until LeBron did it with his daggone son, and all of a sudden it's a big deal. It's been going on for ages in the daggone in the sports world. It's been going on for ages, but it only happens when we have these outstanding black athletes go out there, and when they do this stuff with their son, then we have a problem with it. Bruce Pearl, the whole situation with Bruce Pearl is all about the political and politics, just like old girl on Fox was telling LeBron, shut up and dribble. You know what I'm saying? That's all part of it. It's the right versus the left. Just let it be coaching and be done with it. But they still have to have an opinion. Like you said, man on the street, everybody got an a-hole. Everybody got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you could have an opinion, but don't let your opinion be thrown out the window because you're doing something that you had a problem with before. You know what I'm saying? You can't speak about something before and then do the same thing in reverse and then don't expect to get no blowback. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. But then what you see here, Tim Dog, is that nobody's saying anything. Bruce Pearl stepped down, and of course he's going into the athletic side, the athletics business of Auburn, and of course they're going to promote his son instead of going outside and finding another head coach. But you don't hear anybody saying anything. Well, this is nepotism. But soon as LeBron James and the Lakers, not LeBron James, the drafted goddamn Bronny, oh, this is nepotism.
Right.
Say that Bruce Pearl's son is a good head coach. Your thoughts, Tim Dog?
It's not just nepotism; it's hypocrisy. And right now, hypocrisy. And right now, you have the highest ranking, the most powerful person in the world doing the same thing. Oh, I only want to hear good news about me, but yet when someone else does it, it's a problem. That's the same. It's been throughout the history of Black America. Television, just like with Fox. When Fox first came out, what they used us to bring up the brand. And once the brand got up, whoop, CW, the frog, ribbit, kick the ass on out. And it's just a societal thinking that we are not worthy of being on their level, or we're not worthy of being more than what we are. So this is a way of kind of putting us down, pressing us down, or keeping us down.
Yeah. Pharaoh, can you hear us now? No, you muted now. Now you muted.
Now we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you. But now we can't hear you at all.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Yeah, and
you can't make this up. You can't make
it up, man. This why when you're live, you get stuff like this. But the ex-coach name is Tommy Tuberville. That's
Tommy
what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
That's the ex-coach, man. That's his name. But when the boils down to is, in my opinion, is that you didn't hear the blowback because he's one of the good old boys. And he said exactly what they want to say. And Shah, the reason why I want you to hold off on basically I'm talking about Wilborn, because a lot of people don't realize why Wilborn say what he said. We talked about this, I believe, a couple of weeks ago.
We did.
When we talked about what he said about Barack Obama. Correct. And Barack Obama being one of the most divisive person that he ever seen in politics. Correct. He basically said that it's because of Obama that the country is divisive. And I think Wilborn had an issue with that because a lot of people are coming for Wilborn neck. And all he said is the actual truth.
Happy trails to coaching for Bruce Pearl. The Auburn coach is stepping down to become an ambassador for the athletic department. In his place, the school gave a 5-year deal to his son, Steven. Pearl is 65. He has had terrific teams at Milwaukee, Tennessee, and Auburn, which made the Final Four last season and in 2019. His decision comes about a year after Tony Bennett did the same thing at UVA. Pearl said he will not run for the U.S. Senate, something that had been rumored.
Tony, he become a divisive person, it seems to me, intentionally, and I hope there was pressure to just get him out.
Really? Yeah. I always liked him. He was such a great guest. Yeah, we're on the other side on him.
See, a lot of people on the other side of him shot her. But basically, Wilbon is basically saying the same thing that he said about Barack Obama. So my question to you is, what is your take on Michael Wilbon and what he said about Bruce Pearl?
Michael Wilbon is being Michael Wilbon. They asked him his opinion, and he gave his opinion. He says, "I think he's very divisive." Now, look at Bruce Pearl at his prior jobs. You know what I'm saying? The thing that bothers me most about these coaches, Bruce Pearl and Tuberville and all these coaches, they always got something to say, but most of their career is built on the backs of minority athletes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The majority of their whole life in coaching is built off of minority athletes. So my thing is, what do you think minority athletes going to think when you come out your mouth? We can't say nothing. You just suspended freaking Jimmy Kimmel for saying something that wasn't even directly at the president, and you want to pull his stuff, and you come out here and say this stuff, and then all of a sudden, now we got a problem. No, man, that's not how things work, player. And I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of Auburn football and Auburn athletics, but right now, Auburn is not looking real good because their track record looking terrible. They're looking terrible. Like people go to Auburn, all of a sudden, here come their daggone white sheets are coming over their heads, and they showing who they really are. So I don't know what's going on at Auburn, man. Might be something in the water.
What state is Auburn in?
Yeah, Alabama. But what it boils down to,
that's all you need to be said.
But what it boils down to them dog is this though. A lot of people are basically saying that Wilbon stepped out of line, basically saying that Bruce Pearl became very divisive. And he's basically saying that, yeah, he is a Republican and he said what he said about Barack Obama. But my question to you, Tim Dog, is why can't Wilbon have the same opinion about Bruce Pearl?
Because
am I on?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Woo! We can see, hear, and smell your funky ass.
Always
Man,
restart.
I tell you what, I hate computers. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, you just dumb as hell.
But go ahead, Tim Dog.
You the one wearing the North Carolina hat. I don't want to talk anymore about that.
That doesn't make me dumb. That just makes me
yeah, it makes you idiotic.
So go ahead, Tim Dog. Go ahead, answer the question that I just asked you though. Why is it that he can say what he want to say about Barack Obama being divisive, and nobody said anything really on their side of the aisle. But as soon as Wilbon say that, hey, he became a divisive person, not everybody's saying that Wilbon was wrong for saying that.
The same reason why they won't say anything about Felon 47. The same reason why they won't say anything about the vice president leaving 9/11 ceremony to go over to carry the casket of Charlie Kirk. Now, had that been Barack Obama leaving the White House to go carry the casket of what's that? Deshaun Watson, the kid that got killed with the hoodie. What was his name? Sean. And it would have been Trayvon Martin. I apologize, Trayvon Martin. Thank you. And we have a situation because he said that could have been my son, and people were getting pissed off about that. So it just goes to show that the only divisiveness that we have right now in anything in America, it starts at the top.
Yeah. And Farrell, I'm glad that you're on here, Farrell. So I want to get your outlook on Bruce Pearl. It's 3 questions, so you answer all 3 of them. I'm gonna give you time to do it. Bruce Pearl retiring, then his son getting the job. How come nobody is saying, hey, where's the blowback? Like LeBron, they say that, hey, he got Bronny on the Lakers, but his son just got a 5-year deal with Auburn, and he ain't never been a head coach any place else. And then the last thing about Wilbon basically saying the same thing that he said about Barack Obama. Wilbon say that he saw him becoming divisive, and everybody's up in arms about it. So, go.
Right. Yeah. So the first one, Bruce Pearl. I think y'all probably touched on it, but he knows that his legacy is tainted because of his comments. About the Obama, Kamala Harris, how you want to say her name, and those things. I believe he realized that with them. Probably he won't get the same type of players anymore because of his comments there. And with that being said, is yes, I'm gonna step down, sit in the back, maybe look at the political field, you know what I mean, or the political realm, because that's what I kind of read, earlier, and then now I can guide my son, who I'm gonna put in place because he was he was like an assistant coach or something, and since he's younger, he can probably pull these people in, with my name. So I'm kind of using my name to keep the brand going, basically. So
I got you.
and like you said, it's college. College is the level where everybody is nepotism when it comes to these schools. You know what I mean? So what a place for him to start in this small school, small sector of Alabama called Auburn, because it's not University of Alabama, it's Auburn. So why not put him on the stage so he can build his new brand? And so nepotism at its best. Like you guys said, LeBron James, who was the more recent family member that just got wanted to play, with the Deion Sanders situation.
Exactly.
Bill Walton and his son.
The Manning.
Oh, absolutely. So I was going to bring up Bill Walton because of basketball. I'm glad you said that. We all know the Bill Walton son, they ain't done nothing. Luke Walton ain't done nothing positive in basketball.
Yeah, he got that job. I didn't hear nepotism.
Right, but he got the job. But see, everybody see him as a professional athlete on the other side. So why not give? His daddy was good.
Nobody wants to go to Auburn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I see what you say there, Marcus. Yeah. I think he knew what he was doing. He stepped down at the time where the school didn't have time to do a coaching search, just lining it up for the job. That's what I'm saying, Pharaoh. That's good. That's a good take right there, Marcus. But like I say though, Pharaoh, though, but everybody was jumping out the window when the Lakers drafted Bronny. But now you don't hear Pete. You don't hear Pete or anybody saying that, hey, what about Bruce Pearl? And especially you brought up the part about what he said about Obama. And now, he basically, for me, I think he's stepping down because of what he said. And I think we discussed this before, that a lot of parents are probably having second thoughts. I don't want you to go play for this guy for what he said about Barack Obama. But the last question I want you to answer this, Pharaoh, is why is it that people are basically up in arms about Wilbon basically saying the same thing that Bruce Pearl said about Barack Obama, and Wilbon is saying, well, he became the divisive person. Why the blowback?
Because he black. Black people can't say the world's becoming divisive.
Amen.
Well, I mean, what? Who the hell gave us the platform to say that anybody is going to be divisive? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you something else. Bruce Pearl kind of screwed up on, and the reason why Wilbon said what he said, his support of Israel. What's going on over now in Gaza?
That's true.
Yeah.
You supporting, what's happening. You're over here supporting what's happening in Gaza, but you're in charge of young black men. What type of guidance are you providing black men, especially when you say you can go own 10 instead of working at Subway, you go work at 10, you go own 10 Subways. Why can't be in politics like what you're trying to do? And you're not even from around here. So everything that Michael Wilbon has said, they don't want anybody over the United States saying anything negative, about the people. So Michael Wilbon brought out the, basically like John Madden brought out the obvious of what's happening with Bruce Pearl, especially all the allegations, when he with the recruiting that he's been doing in the past, him and his coaching staff. So Bruce Pearl has set himself up for failure. But now everybody is using Michael Wilbon to basically throw shade on Michael Wilbon before him bringing out the obvious of what Bruce Pearl is about. So with that being said, we all agree with Michael Wilbon because it is there. We see it, we hear it, we know what's going on, but the complexion of protection says Bruce Pearl.
And
but Michael Wilbon get this 6-year extension or whatever that him and his boy. But how dare you talk about somebody that's supposed to be making Auburn a good university in basketball?
Exactly.
And shout out, Farrell brought up a good point, man. I guess you can't say anything, but they're quick to say that you're a divisive person or you do this. As soon as you say something about one of their people, oh no, you can't do that. So I'm gonna let you say a little bit on that end as well.
But we all I know most of us on this panel, we're all military, and we know when we join the military, there's certain things you can and can do while you're in uniform. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you know what you signed up for when you join the military, which is why I always hated when people join and said, "Oh, I am this, I am that." You knew that before you joined. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same kind of concept. When you go into these people's homes, Bruce Pearl, to try and recruit their players, are you going to talk bad about Obama when you recruit them? Are you when people ask you as a parent, when I ask you what's your outlook on black young men and young men in general in this country, what can you do for my son when he comes to play for your program? What you gonna say? I'm not an Obama supporter, but I'll give your son the best of everything. Come on, man. This is semantics.
Yeah, it's semantics.
Oh, that's a good word. That's semantics word.
Come on, man.
Yeah. It is semantics, Tim Dog, and that's what I'm saying. It's just odd that you can say the same thing that he said, and you get the blowback that Will Bond is basically getting. And a lot of people are agreeing with Will Bond and basically saying he spoke the truth. And of course, like I tell people, when you talk politics and you tell your views, you got to live with what you said. Tim Dog, I'm gonna give you the final thoughts on this.
Once again, who is ESPN owned by?
Good point.
So there's no surprise right there.
Facts.
And to me, if I was Jimmy Kimmel, I wouldn't have came back. I would have a lawsuit.
You're not talking Jimmy Kimmel. We talking
no, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying as far as the brand, the network, the owners, Disney, ABC, ESPN, Hulu, all of them, and the company Nexstar that owns a lot of the television stations, who sit there and say that we turned him off because he said something. The man didn't say anything no worse than people out here in the world saying you were pressured, everyone knows it, to do something, and you did. Now you're trying to clean it up. And there's no excuse for violating someone's Second Amendment right. First I'm saying First Amendment right. There's no excuse for anyone being denied a protest that's non-violent just because they're speaking about something that you don't like. True. The president puts out there, I only want to hear good stuff about me. To me, that right there just shows what kind of country, these organizations, these corporations have the power to do, but scared to because of some political pressure. Yeah. If everyone band together, and you can do this. What did he say? To separate, sticks gonna break, but together we strong.
Yep. Yeah, Tim, I understand what you're saying, but I understand what you're saying. You went off track a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
I did.
You went way off track because the question out, with Will Bond basically saying he works for Disney and they didn't say anything. But my question to you was, why is it that they want Will Bond to basically be quiet and don't say the same thing that Bruce Pearl said? Bruce Pearl, he the one that made that bed, so he has to lay in it. He has to lay in what he said, and that's why I say we get into the political game.
Hold him accountable.
What you say.
And that's all it is. And if I was, I'll keep on saying it.
Okay.
I mean, what am I saying that's wrong?
Well, what I'm saying
that's the whole thing. They trying to stop.
I guess what I'm trying to say,
Tebow taking the knee, and now you chastising Kaepernick for taking the knee.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're saying anything wrong, but I'm just trying to keep it on the person that we're talking about. We're going to talk about the Jimmy Kimmel situation at another time because we're going to go in depth on that part. But I'm just trying to keep it in the sports arena. That's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying?
You have political pressure that's going into the sports arena. With him trying to dictate what the Commanders do with their stadium. To me, what is your business doing that? You have other things.
Pettiness.
Thank you. But once again, Michael Wilbon, who is one of the most professional people DC out there, who gives it both ways, now being criticized for something that the man said for himself, and he was just reiterating.
Correct. That's it.
Yeah. And that's what it is, man. It's just that Bruce Pearl, he knew what he said. You know, I don't think he said he's not gonna run for the Senate now, but later on, I could see him running
No.
for
Oh, he'll never
uh,
fuck
uh,
that. And he'll
I
never
think
do that.
nah, yeah, they say that about Tuberville, but that is Alabama. So hey,
Lord.
you can't
That's
say
just
that.
because I just so stupid.
Well, I'm just saying, man, you know, he's gonna get into the
Right.
arena, but like I say, you know, if you win at Auburn, if you win at anything professionally, people look at you differently. But like I said
Yep.
before, my brothers, man, I don't see anything that Will Barnes said that was out of line. He basically said the same thing that Bruce Pearl said, and some people don't like hearing the truth for them goddamn selves.
Yep.
And speaking of truth, man, this young lady, she just won her goddamn 4th MVP.
Who does Asia Wilson think she is? Waiting till age 11 to start playing basketball, then dominating on every court since. Like who does she think she is? She'll block your shot, then back you down. She'll put you in a blender and spit you out. She's too strong and too petty. She's a model and a role model. The nerve. She thinks she can be whoever she wants. And just when you think she can't do more, she does. 2-time scoring leader, 3-time defensive player of the year, 7-time all-star, 2-time champion. And you're telling me she just became the first ever 4-time MVP? Who does Asia Wilson think she is? She is who she thinks she is.
There it is, Shada, man. Asia, who she is.
Yes,
First
she
time,
is.
4-time MVP
Lord, have
of the
mercy.
league. But my question is, because a lot of people basically say they don't know who the hell Asia Wilson is.
'Cause they
So
idiots.
why doesn't Asia Wilson get the love she deserves as the best WNBA player in the world and the first 4-time MVP of the goddamn league? Shada.
Because Asia Wilson came out at a time where America is ready to crown somebody else who's not even playing right now to that give them the crown. And the fact that she is the one out there doing it, Asia doesn't talk. She just go out in the court. You saw her in if you didn't see her interview, she tell you, look, we went out there and we got, you know what I'm saying? We go to work. That's it. We just go to work. She's one of the few athletes, basketball players, that she don't use her mouth. She go out there and she prove it. If you talk trash her one game, best believe when you face her again, she gonna remember what you said. And that's how she's played ever since she's left South Carolina. She has not changed anything about her game. And all I gotta say is, look, man, if Bam Adebayo don't do nothing, he better not mess that up. Cause I'm telling you, boy, that's he got a real queen right there. She is a baller, certified.
And we talk about this a little bit on Sunday on Pharaoh. We talked about the reason, and they're actually playing the Indiana Fever. It's tied 1-1. First game the Fevers got, and the second game, they won last night, the Las Vegas. But why doesn't Asia Wilson get the love she deserves as the best WN player in the world and the first 4-time MVP of the league, in your opinion, Pharaoh?
Because Caitlin Clark took over as a player that everybody wants to succeed. Unfortunately for them, Asia Wilson had other plans. Plus, Asia Wilson sold out in 5 to 10 minutes when they came out the other day, last weekend, I believe. That's faster than LeBron James.
Reese.
I had to put that in there.
No, that was Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
Oh, well, Wilson's shoe too.
Yeah.
Wilson too. Her shoe also sold out in 5 minutes. So, I mean, if you guys didn't know about that, that happened as well. So,
and then the fact that she's a 4-time never happened before. And there have been some great players in the WNBA before the young lady that they want to be the starter, Tim Dog. But Asia, just like Shada said, she just go out there and she plays a position. Even though I think she got brought for defensive player, it was a co-champion. I don't know. I don't like that coach shit.
No.
Give it to one or don't give it to the other. Yeah, I don't like that coach shit. But Tim Dog, the same question to you. Why doesn't Asia Wilson get the love she deserves as the best WNBA player in the world and the first 4-time MVP of the league?
Well, I kind of agree with what Shada said, as far as the timing of her coming out and, the expectations of the great white dope. I mean, we all know who she is. But to me, She reminds me of what's her name, Tina Thompson.
Yep.
Tina
know,
Thompson played, yeah, the comics.
Yeah, and
Maybe
Tina Thompson,
Jordan.
and she was quiet, but she went on out there and did her job. And Tina Thompson was also instrumental off the court, but that was in the beginning of the WNBA, and a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know anything about that only because women during that time were recognized for their Olympic skills, being in the Olympics
Yeah.
and stuff like so. Asia, she gonna get hers, and her peers know how she is because you can Shada knows, and the WNBA they respect her because
Yes.
they know what they're gonna get when they
Yep.
play the aces. So and to me, I think she's handling it well because she knows she's good. She doesn't have to sit out there and be braggadocious about
Right.
it. And
Right.
she just go out there and do her game, and she's very humble, very
Yeah.
humble. That's why I said
Yeah.
she remind me of Tina Thompson.
Yeah, and coming back to you, Farrell, coming back to you, and the odd thing is that they're playing the Fever right now, and the Fever actually won the first game without the Great White Hope, Caitlin Clark. That just shows that the team is better without Clark at this point, and that just shows the dominance of Asia last night because she played like shit that first game, but last night, man, I forgot how many points she had. She dominated. So could that be the reason though? Because she's not the flavor of the month. She's not out there shooting threes like Caitlin Clark. That she doesn't get the love that she deserves.
No, like
Farrell.
Asia Wilson is she's another black female player in the black dominated WNBA.
I don't even like
And,
how you started that. I don't even like that at all. I don't like that. I'm still letting you know what I don't like. I don't like.
No,
that.
explain yourself, Farrell. Don't
Yeah.
listen to Shot.
No, what I'm
Explain
saying is
yourself.
like I said, Caitlin Clark was the great white hope in the league that was dominated by us, other than a few Connecticut players.
Watch
Okay.
your mouth.
So I mean, she's like I said, she's a player that dominates the game. I mean, you got to think about it. She the fastest to 5,000 career points. She has a single season scoring record. She has a single score back in 2024. She had defensive rebounds. And she got all these accolades. And I guess people
she's filled the box scores.
Yeah, she does everything necessary to be a winner. And when you I guess everybody's just that everybody in Iowa is the one that actually put her put Caitlin Clark on the in the spectrum because the Midwest was now following basketball. It made her the more views those 2 years going to the finals. So I'm just saying media, and we always said it before, media is what made Caitlin Clark who she was. It ain't her game. Everybody goes out there and shoot threes. Anybody can go out there and shoot threes, but when a player is actually doing the job, it's just like, put like this. We know that Lamar Jackson should have won a third MVP last season.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey,
all right.
Damn.
But who won the MVP? They gave it to Josh Allen.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing going on with the WNBA.
Yeah, and then Shot, I'm gonna let you get the final take on this because of the fact that we see what Asia does on the floor. She's out there actually balling. Off the floor, she's doing great things as well. But been in the league 7 years, but she doesn't get the love as Caitlin Clark. And we not bad. I'm just saying that she's not at that level yet. And for me, it's a disservice to Asia because she is so phenomenal. She is so great. She is the best player in the league. Correct. And for the WNBA not to prop her up on that level is a disservice to her and the league, if you ask me.
100%. 100%. Name me a player that leaves college and constantly get better and better and better. Who is the most important player on their team? If you take Asia Wilson off the court, do Aces win? No, they don't. They do not win. But
and
you take
Caitlin
Clark
probably will fold,
and you see what happened, right? Because where did Aaliyah Boston, the center for the Fever, came from? What school did she go to? Who coached her?
South Carolina. Don
Okay,
Staley.
South Carolina.
Okay, then. So
Mhm.
that thing in itself shows you they know where the talent's coming from. They know where the talent's coming from, but at the same time, they want to go ahead and put all their freaking chips in on the table on this unproven person in the WNBA. Yes, Caitlin Clark was great in college, but what has she done in the WNBA other than sit on the bench?
There's been a lot of them.
That's all I'm saying. Asia Wilson has done everything that. We also got to remember she plays a position that's not flashy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have too many females that play center that's gonna get some love. A couple years ago,
I believe
there was one chick that played that I love too, Donna Della Don. She had some back surgery.
Oh yeah.
He was a baller too. You see what I'm saying? And I think she was underrated as well. But I digress.
Yeah. You going to say something, Farrell?
Yeah, well, he said it. That's what I was trying to say. I was lost for words on how to explain that. Was the position he played isn't a flashy position. You know, only Shaq made the center position what it was, really.
True.
You know, the flashiness, the the dominant, force that he was. Not saying that other centers wasn't great. I'm just saying the way Shaq played it, he made it look cool. Yeah. And that's what Asia Wilson was doing. But unfortunately in WNBA, there's no dunking and anything going on, so it's not as flashy as standing out there making threes, bombing them down, So I agree.
And I totally agree with everybody in the panel, man. And, I just wish the WNBA would get behind Asia and put her out there like they do Caitlin Clark. And like I say, I don't have anything against Caitlin Clark. I just don't think that she is great as people make her out to be. She could be, though. Yeah, like I say, this is
we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, like I say, she could be, but right now, Asia Wilson.
She's better than JJ Redick, dumbass.
Yeah. All I know is Asia Wilson.
How about Christian Laettner?
Yeah, all I know is that Asia Wilson is the face of the WNBA, and the WNBA need to take advantage of her now while she's still in the league. But fellas, man, we about to go into the football season right now. We about to go talk about these games. Of course, we saw Thursday night the Buffalo Bills dominated my brother-in-law team, the Dolphins. But my man Greeny from Get Up,
porpoises.
Yeah, he got up on Get Up and he said this, Farrell. I want your take and the rest of the panel take on what he said about Josh Allen.
Part of that, fine. At the end of the day, it's because they have the guy on the other side, and he was who is he's as good as anybody.
And he's playing making exactly what the defense is giving him. If you watched it last night, he's not pressing. Whereas Mahomes is looking to make a play every single time and lower the shoulder. Josh Allen is taking what they're giving him. Another game, Greeny. 9 different receivers caught the ball, and their running back got the job.
I'm just going to say, I'm mad at myself that we spent 9 minutes and 17 seconds, and I didn't say this yet. I'm watching the game last night. I'm thinking I've been watching this sport 50 years, and I'm just a fan. I'm just a reporter, whatever the case is. No one has ever played that position better than Josh Allen plays it. He's not the greatest player ever. No, you tell me who has played that position better than he plays it.
Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert right now is cooking. What are we talking about, Greeny? It's so early.
He's better than them. I'm saying you can't be better than Josh Allen is. Josh Allen does everything. His command of what he's doing in the game right now is ridiculous. He just hasn't won anything. If he had won anything, we'd be talking about him with literally the best quarterbacks that ever played.
Greeny, I totally agree.
Farrell, I'm gonna give you the first shot at it, man. Do you agree with Greeny that Johnson is the greatest quarterback to play the position right now?
Man, he's just like Caitlin Clark, man. They ain't done shit, man. What the hell are we talking about? I can go out there and play a game good, and then and of course he hasn't been anywhere. He hasn't won nothing other than a few playoff games. Listen, you ain't beat Dan Marino, if you haven't beat Joe Montana, hell. We can name like I said, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, MVPs, 2 MVPs. Get another MVP before we start talking about that shit. I don't know. He's playing good ball, but not the best ever. He hasn't even done Cam Newton numbers. So,
no.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
And then on top of that, Shotter, Farrell, you named some great quarterbacks. He haven't even beat Patrick Mahomes yet.
Nope.
Because Patrick Mahomes is like their what's the last guy? The big boss. You know, when you play in the video game, I got to beat the big boss.
Oh
Until you beat the big boss of that game, you're nothing. Yeah. So
Shit,
shout
he
out.
ain't done Joe Burrow numbers. Come on, man.
Exactly. So shout out. Your thoughts on what Greeny said about Josh Allen?
Listen, Greeny's suffering from what you call early season syndrome because he's a Jets fan. He's a Jets fan, and he's been suffering from Aaron Rodgers syndrome and all this other type stuff. So you got to go ahead.
First
of all, you got to give Greeny some grace because for years I've been watching him, and he just constantly gets up on that show, and the Jets, and then the Jets just disappoint him. So he's just gonna jump on whatever bandwagon that comes along in his conference. Look, Josh Allen is a good quarterback. We're not gonna say that he's not a good quarterback. But the fact of the matter, him coming out saying that he plays the position better than anybody. Are you freaking kidding me?
Hey, first of all, he ain't done shit Jim Kelly has done yet. So what are we talking about? That's his franchise.
The Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Right.
Yeah.
So he ain't even been to 2 Super championships yet.
So are you telling me? Okay, let's go ahead and put it. Let's go ahead and put it in Buffalo Bills terms.
No.
Let's put it in Buffalo Bills Mafia terms. Okay, fine. Josh Allen is a great quarterback. Is he better than Andre Reed that played for them? Is he better than Thurman Thomas? Is he better than Jim Kelly?
We're talking about the quarterback position. We're not talking about the other position.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
That's Jim
when
Kelly.
you talk about when you talk about Buffalo Bill lore as far as players is concerned, he's not even on their level yet. He ain't won shit.
Yeah, but that's
hell no.
And that's the thing, man. Hey, I just want to shout out my man James Watts. Hey, what's up, man? Check your podcast out. My boy Bird, man. I can't, for some reason the Instagram comments don't come up on my side when we were on the other page. So I want to shout out the other guys joining us, man. Thank you for joining us on the Better Than Sex Sports podcast.
One other thing, man on the street, before you move on to the next person on this panel. When you talk about quarterbacks in the NFL, like Pharaoh said, you got all these quarterbacks out there that's doing great things for their teams. You understand what I'm saying? How can you sit here? This is the 3rd game of the season. How could you sit here and say he's playing the position better than any other quarterback when you got other teams? How many 3-0 teams we got in the NFL right now? I can't.
5.
It was 8.
So
no, it was
I can't
8.
stand Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield got good numbers, just as good numbers as he does. So
Daniel Jones got better numbers.
So are you telling me that those quarterbacks also is Greeny going to come on tomorrow morning and say, Baker Mayfield's playing the position better than anybody in the game right now? Is he going to say that?
Hey, listen, and then, Daniel Jones right now has most points through 3 games in NFL history. He's number 4 behind Johnny Unitas, who has 2, and Peyton Manning, and he has 103 points. So you telling me Josh Allen is playing better than that?
No, he's not.
Yeah, and then the reason I brought it up is because of other great quarterbacks are playing pretty damn well.
Yeah,
and it always seems though that they're trying to find somebody to dethrone somebody else, and because we all know for a fact that until you beat Mahomes, you in the AFC, until you beat Mahomes, you always going to be less than Tim Dog, because of the fact that every time those quarterback goes up against Patrick Mahomes, and when it counts, Patrick Mahomes always come out on top. So I don't see what Greeny's basically saying, that Josh Allen is the best quarterback that he's seen play the position.
Greeny's sick, man. He got an aneurysm.
Your thoughts on Tim Dog?
Question: who is Greeny's worst quarterback right now? Well, quarterbacks he do not like.
Well, he didn't say. He just basically going off the eye test.
You know by listening to him, he'll tell you he does not like Lamar Jackson. He hates that. Well, the old Lamar, who used to scramble and juke and beat the players that he liked. He didn't like that. He does not like Philly at all. Jalen Hurts, he just take the ball. Oh, look, he always find an excuse to demonize certain quarterbacks, but yet first it was Joe Burrow. No, even before Joe Burrow, it was Aaron Rodgers. Then it was
I agree with him on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
that's because he went to the Jets.
Yeah, thank you. And everyone know he's a Jets fan. It doesn't matter about who's at the Jets, except for who's the black quarterback that was the Jets. That's the only person the only one that I ever heard him say something positive about who's black, believe it or not. And to me, Greeny is one of those old school guys who gonna like what he likes, and that's it. He's not going to be opinionated as much, only because he's biased already. Now that could be the way he was brought up, the way that his ideology is, but he never really acknowledges the athleticism and the accomplishments of a black quarterback. Maybe every now and then, like when Lamar won MVP. Well, yeah, Lamar, but he does not like that. So I can understand why he's thinking, about Josh Allen, because before Josh Allen, it was Joe Burrow. Before Joe Burrow, it was Johnny Manziel.
I would say that I agree with Joe say. They're looking for the great white hope, and Josh Allen is the great white hope right now because he does play the style like Lamar Jackson. He does run the ball. He does have a great arm. He does the intangibles that you need to win the game. But you say that he's the best
right now.
He say when he says that he's the best quarterback that he ever seen in his 50 years of watching football.
He's lying.
Just like Pharaoh said, man. We done seen some great quarterbacks in the league, and for me, you haven't won anything. And until you beat that final boss at the end of the game, you can't say that. And he even said that if Josh Allen had won, let's say one Super Bowl, we will be saying that he's the greatest quarterback ever.
No,
I'm just saying what he said. I'm not saying all know it. No, I'm saying what he's saying.
Right.
He's saying it, but he hasn't won anything. And of course, he has his opinions just like we have ours. But just like my man Bart looked like, man, what the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about, man? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I would say his style is more like Cam Newton because he's not flashy. He just makes a move and try to run people over. He's not like Lamar that makes people miss.
Make people
that's
miss.
More of a Michael
Ben
Vick type of thing.
Roethlisberger.
Yeah. And speaking of making people miss, my man Shotter. I'm gonna give you first take at this because you was on this motherfucker ass. You don't like this motherfucker, but he came through. He came through.
I don't like
for me. Beating this goddamn Cowboys.
We got to start with America's team right here. The Bears and the Cowboys, they went head-to-head on Sunday, and Caleb Williams shined in a dominant 34-14 win. Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions, including a crucial one on 4th and goal with less than 5 minutes remaining in the game. Meanwhile, Williams threw for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns, tying a career high for the quarterback. Vibes are high for the Bears after securing Ben Johnson's first win.
Shotter. Is it time to change the narrative on Caleb Williams after his performance against the Dallas Cowboys?
Hell no. Were you crazy? What the hell is wrong with you? Hell no. Listen, first of all, people was not going. Everybody knows I can't stand Caleb. I was getting so many texts. Oh man, you saw what Caleb just did. First of all, that flea flicker was the slowest flea flicker I've ever seen in my entire life. That dude threw the ball like he lost the ball like an alley-oop to him, and they just stood there and watched him throw it. That was the slowest free flicker. Listen, if you time free flickers, I'm telling you that's the worst one ever. And they got away with it. That shows you how bad Dallas is playing football right now. That's how bad it is. Don't come up with that.
Tip dog. Right, we all know how Shotter feels about main man Caleb. But in your opinion, is it time for us to change the narrative on Caleb Williams after the performance he put against America's
Dallas Cowboys? Dallas Cowboys.
Man, I tell you what, a broke clock is right at least 2 times a day. Because not only no, but I agree with Shotter. Hell the fuck no.
Shit.
Caleb Williams, boy, come on now. That right there is just Dallas missing Micah Parsons.
That's all it is.
That right there on the defense. That's
Bro,
all it is.
when
They
they
had
threw that
no pressure on the quarterback.
That flea flicker, my wife could have daggone tackle Caleb Williams on that flea flicker.
No, what happened on the flea flicker when it happened? Dallas was like, man, that's a slow ass flea flicker. Yeah, that's a slow flea flicker. Look at that motherfucker arch up in the air.
Okay, man. I guess you're gonna be the personal reasonings on this topic. Is it time for us to change the narrative on Caleb Williams after his performance against the Dallas Cowboys?
Think Johnny Manziel.
Don't lie, Craig.
Listen, man. Dallas Cowgirls, as Joseph said, their defense is trash. He's in the profession now. I mean, in the league now, where you have to be professional, and you're supposed to be able to make these throws. He looked damn good. He looked really good. But once again, Dallas doesn't have. Dallas sucks. Dallas need to go ahead and take the season and try to get some defensive players because we don't know who the hell's on the defense now. I can't name one defensive player other than Diggs, and he never was a top.
Deron Bland.
Bland Davis.
He had one where everybody was throwing to him, and he just happened to be in position to get an interception. He didn't earn those interceptions. The ball was thrown to him.
No, that was Diggs.
No, that was
Diggs.
both of them.
Stephon.
Yeah.
That was both of them, as far as I'm concerned, because they're the Cowgirls. So I really don't care.
One of the things that Dallas suffers from is people always think because you go to Dallas and you have a little bit of talent, that means that you're automatically. They crown Diggs some kind of daggone big time defensive back before he even earned it. That's why he sucks. That's why he sucks. Everybody on that team sucks.
But that's what I'm saying. Anybody that goes to wear the star that has talent is supposed to be taking the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that because the fans get tattoos every season saying they're going to the Super Bowl. We know that.
And Tim Dog, I think you brought it up, Tim Dog. I think you all brought it up about the defense. This is what Jerry Jones had to say about his Cowboys.
The bigger story is, okay, Dallas, we have to find some type of solution in the defensive front. Okay, look at that. We have not had any sacks in that game. No rush whatsoever. And on top of that, we have doggone defensive coverage mishaps. I mean, those are things that's already things that's going against you. And on top of that, the offense is turning the ball over. That's not a recipe for winning.
Let's transition to the Cowboys side of things on a macro level. Owner Jerry Jones was asked if he feels like Dallas is still a playoff team based off of what he saw this week. Let's hear what he had to say.
Is this a playoff caliber team? What, Cowboys? Yes. I'm going to tell you, yes. And it's because you saw number 4 out there today, and you saw what I think we're capable of doing in the running game or that type of deal. So, yes, I fully dare. Now, we've got to, as we evolve toward the playoffs, we've got to get better defensively, certainly.
Tim Dog, I'm going to give you first shot. Do you agree with what Jerry Jones said about his Cowboys?
Man, he gonna say yes regardless. They 0-15. Yeah, we can make it. Man, I'm sorry. Cam Newton looked like the Mad Hatter.
Shut up, man. Let's get back to my question, man. Do you agree with what Jerry Jones said about his Cowboys and the question of them being a playoff team?
No, I don't agree with Jerry Jones. And anybody that knows him and watches football and loves football the way we love football knows that Jerry Jones is doing what he's supposed to say. That's his team.
Yeah,
he's supposed to come out of his mouth and say that. But we all
even
know
if they 0-15,
well,
he gotta say it.
First of all, let's break the game down. Understand? Dak Prescott in that game, number one, he lost CeeDee Lamb. He's gone for 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So now that makes George Pickens their number one receiver, right?
Yeah.
So if your running game is already hurting and George Pickens is not even daggone doing that much because he's on one of my fantasy teams and he ain't giving me that good of numbers. So now you're going to elevate him to the number one guy with your main guy gone. Dak Prescott's already had his issues and then your defense is struggling. Come on, man. This is not rocket science. This is NFL football.
Don't forget the tight end. What's the tight end?
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Yes, sir.
The only caveat I would say that their running game looked pretty good. Number 33 is running the ball pretty well. He's playing lights out. Dak made some bad mistakes, but it's the defense that's giving up the draws more than any damn thing. Because I think that Dallas has given out of all the teams, Dallas has given up more plays over 20 yards passing than any other team in the league. So their defense is atrocious.
Correct. But my thing is, I will take that hit. But at the same time, we also know we have situational football and we have complementary football. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thing is, if your offense is going out there and doing something, but your defense can't stop something, what's going to happen in the locker room?
Yeah. That is true.
Y'all need to pick y'all shit up. Come on, man. We can't carry y'all all day.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
that
all
is
I'm
true.
saying.
Yeah, I agree with you. But Farrell, your thoughts on what Jerry Jones says, man?
Man, Jerry Jones just knows that he screwed up on a deal with letting Michael Parsons go to the Packers.
Yep.
And he's trying to cover face about what's happening. And yeah, number 4 looked good. You know, I would say Dak Prescott has been throwing a good ball, but his receivers can't seem to catch the balls that's thrown. So, now they're out of what's his name? 88.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
24 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb. He's out for at least 3 to 4 weeks. You know, if he possibly when we come back to week 8 or something like that. So I don't see any playoff hopes. I don't know what he's seeing, but
you know, the scene of the matter for me is when CeeDee Lamb got hurt, why you got him running like a running back? Motherfucker, yeah, that was a dumb play to me, but that he got hurt on.
Why?
Yeah, and then I agree with y'all, like you say, Farrell and Shotta and Tim Dog, that the Cowboys, yeah, Jerry Jones supposed to say that, but your defense is atrocious, and if you don't get any better, especially on the back end, we're gonna be talking more about the Cowboys and the Cowgirls crying on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I love it. Oh, I love it. You got to say something, Farrell?
The Cowboys are ranked number 30. They're giving up 400 yards of freaking game on defense. So, I mean, that's the average. They've given up 400 yards in 3 weeks. They're number 30, and pass defense is hell. So if that's a playoff team, I like to see. Then that means, there's 29 other teams going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. and like I said, that's how bad they are. That's how bad they are in the defense. And speaking of a team that got Michael Parsons, I didn't see this coming, Shotta. Did you?
For a comeback win, the Browns scored all of their points in the final 3 minutes and 38 seconds of the game to snap an 8-game losing streak dating back to last season. Cleveland's rookie kicker Andre Smith booted a 55-yard field goal as time expired to give them the win.
So basically, man, fellas, what the hell? Let me get Shotta first. I'm gonna come back to you, Farrell, if you don't mind. Yeah. Shotta, what the hell was that about, man?
That was they went into that game on the.
But this is the question. But this is the question right here. I got to ask: do you see the Packers after losing to the Browns as contenders or a bunch of goddamn frauds?
No, they're contenders. They're not frauds. The problem was this is the flip side to that Dallas discussion we just had prior. See, the Packers went to this game thinking, "Oh, this is a gimme," you know what I'm saying, and that not realizing that Stefanski and the Browns have nothing to lose. Every time they play a game, they have nothing to lose. Win, lose, or draw, they're the only team that could go out every single Sunday, and it's like nobody expects nothing from them. So if they win, good. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the Packers approached the game, and that's how they got beat. Because they messed around and went out there on the Browns got their defense is top notch, bro. They don't got no offense, but their defense, they're lights out. And all I can say is right now, sleep on the Browns defense if you want to. That's all I can say. Sleep on their defense.
And Farrell, I mean, because they after they win their first 2 games, the Packers thinking they was going undefeated.
Yep.
They thought they was going undefeated for the whole season, but they got put back in their place by the Browns. So, in your opinion, are the Browns after that loss, are they contenders or a bunch of goddamn frauds after losing to the Cleveland Browns? In your opinion,
the Browns, as of right now, is the number 1 ranked defense.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I don't know why they win it because last year they was top 10 last season.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
That's why they gave Garrett the money because they had opportunity to change their that offense to be a playoff team.
Yeah.
So all they got to do is get their offense together, go ahead and stop fucking around and go ahead and put Sanders in, and let's get the Browns ball rolling.
And that's exactly what's
going
going to
back
happen.
But if that's the case, then like you said, the Cowboys are last in pass defense, 288. So
yeah.
So if that's a playoff team, the Browns are contenders. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just be honest here. So yeah, but the Packers went in, just like Shada said, the Packers went in thinking they was about to pack that shit up, and they got packed up.
Yep.
I got Tim Dog. Your thoughts, man? Are the Packers contenders or a bunch of frauds after losing to the Browns?
No, they contenders, definitely. They just, once again, like everyone was saying, you know, they slept on their opponent. Whoever knew that Wacko Flacco, who still didn't get over 200 yards, going to get a game winning. And
Wacko Flacco.
So yeah, I say Wacko Flacco. That's why they used to call him when he was with Baltimore. That's why they got rid of him. But the difference is those ends. You had Myles Garrett on one end, and what's that motherfucking name?
And they have a no-name defense. That's what's crazy.
There you go. And the thing is, their defense is what's the best part of the team. And Flacco just got lucky because the running back, he was running all, what's his name, Williams or some shit like that. He was running her all over. Yeah. So it was a combination of Green Bay's overconfidence of winning the game and Cleveland's determination to win their first game.
Yep.
Yeah, and I agree with everybody.
Very good.
I think the Packers are still contenders, but like I think Farrell, you brought it up. Number one defense win championship.
Yes, they
and
do.
If they could get their offense on the same page as their defense, I think the Browns could do something in the AFC.
Not with Wacko Flacco.
And speaking of somebody
I'm telling you,
that
they just got to get their offense together.
Exactly.
Not with Wacko
It's just like
Flacco.
Atlanta went into Carolina thinking they was about to do something, didn't even pass the 30-yard line.
True.
Well,
Yeah, but Flacco didn't he throw an interception in each of the first 3 games or some shit like that?
That's what he does. That's what he's a
Yeah.
Winston follower.
Wacko Flacco. Thank you.
Well, so Tim Dog, I want to know what you're gonna call your running back because he done had 3 fumbles in the last 3 games.
That hurt me bad.
It didn't look good against those Lions. Oh shit! There's the question, and there's the line.
We played complimentary football. We did exactly what we said we needed to do.
They pitch to Gibbs, touchdown, and the Lions back up by 7.
Crazy right now. 3 games straight that happened in my career. Fumbles in critical moments.
Hey, this is a heck of a ball game. 4th and 2. Amon-Ra, throw and catch, unreal. This is an 8-point win for the Lions to get to 2-1.
Great night for the Lions, horrible night for the Ravens. Their defense laid an egg on Monday night, allowing over 200 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns in the 38-30 Monday Night Football loss. The 4 rushing touchdowns are tied for their most allowed in a game in franchise history. And 224 rushing yards allowed is the most that unit's given up since 2017.
So, Tim Dog, defend your Ravens. And also, did the Lions show that they are a Super Bowl winning team after beating your boys and the way that they beat them, brother?
Well, believe it or not, nobody's, even on this panel, slept on the Lions since the last season. And the Lions, I've always said this, and they've always improved each and every season. Even here in Baltimore, no one expected that Baltimore would fold, but everyone expected for Detroit to play like they did. The running game, them young rookies on the ends, the guard and the tackles, man.
Lights out.
Young boys, they earned their money. Earned it because they didn't get 1 sack that night. And everybody knows that's what Baltimore is known for. And on the flip side, the offense, whoever calling the plays, they're not allowing Lamar to be.
That'll be the head coach.
Because instead of spreading the offense out to allow running lanes, everybody's bunched in, whereas the patterns go in and out, and Lamar just don't have those lanes of running like he used to. And at the same time, Lamar, he's trying to prove everyone wrong that he's a pocket passer. And for the last 2 seasons, he's proved that. In his mind, he has to decide when it's time to run, when it's time to hold the ball, because those sacks could have been preventable. Well, maybe the majority of them, not all of them, but they could have been preventable.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Pharaoh, after seeing the Lions, and after seeing that, the Ravens had the lead, and basically they folded 3 times in three games, and you could say one of arguably the best running back in the game has fumbled the ball, and not saying that the Ravens couldn't overcome that, but fumbled the ball at the wrong time. So, are the Lions, in your opinion, a Super Bowl winning team?
They're a Super Bowl contending team. I won't say winning yet. Well, like I said, the Ravens. You saw that in the clip. Derrick Henry fumbled, even trying to sit down on the goddamn on the bench. So,
fumbled on the bench.
Fumbled on the bench. So
so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
I mean, you gotta look at it before his fumbleitis hit. You remember what was that movie with Omar Epps was the running back, and they made sure that he had to hold that football.
The
program. They need to go back to that type of training because the ref had to pry the ball out of Omar Epps' hands in the program. So
he never let that motherfucker go.
Yeah, 2 fumbles and 259 carries. Now lately he's had 2 fumbles and 10 carries. He need to learn to hold on to that damn rock because he's too damn big and strong to be getting the shit punched out from behind like we've been watching. This shit is ridiculous. In fact, it's some complimentary football, like Dan Campbell said on the Ravens side. Get the damn receivers. You got DeAndre Hopkins on one side and Trey Flowers. You tell me the whole game they had 3 goddamn catches together?
You mean Zay, not Trey,
whatever
Zay.
his name is, Flowers. At least I got that part right. You got Mark Andrews. He got his 2 touchdowns, but you're not.
And he was the leading receiver.
Let's get back to football.
Yeah, and then Shada, on top of that, the Lions showed their tenacity because after that first game, I kind of counted them out because they lost both of their goddamn offense and defensive coordinators. So they came back strong against a great team with the Ravens. So how do you look at the Lions being contenders, and how do you look at the Ravens now after losing back to back? Because they struggled against the damn they blew the Browns out. Didn't they? They blew the Browns out. But they're not playing complimentary football like Tim Dahl said earlier. Your thoughts?
No, they're not. And the problem with the Ravens, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, is Harbaugh. Harbaugh is the problem.
We agreed to that last season.
Here's why Harbaugh is the problem.
Hold on, Shada, because you brought up my next take. Because you're not the only one that said that.
It's the 16th game where they've lost after having a lead of a touchdown or more in the second half since 2020. It's an embarrassment. What that stat tells me is no lead is safe with the Baltimore Ravens. And how is that not a reflection on John Harbaugh? Let me be clear about this aspect of it. I'm not saying that John Harbaugh is not a good coach. I think he's one of the finest coaches in the NFL. I do question whether or not this group of men can get to where they want to go with John Harbaugh leading them.
There you go, Shada.
He's absolutely 130% correct. They cannot think about the talent, because I'm one of those few people that picked the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. On paper, they are the best team in the NFL when you look at them from top to bottom. But the problem is the play calling. The play calling. When you listen, last week when they lost, John Harbaugh, how the hell are you going to have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson and you at fourth down and 1 to 2 yards and you're not running the ball? Derrick Henry has become complacent on that team. You know why? Because they have all that talent around him, and he thinks once he gets through that first wave, he's got nothing but open field, and he's forgetting that other teams are trying to beat them. They've gotten complacent, and that is all because of coaching. Dan Campbell is one of the few coaches in the NFL. He stuck to what he said. We're going to bite them going all the way down to the ground. Their kneecaps, their ankles, everything, and his team plays like it. The Baltimore Ravens go into games, and I can see it even with Lamar and how they warm up. Oh, this is just another game for us. We just going to go ahead and give Henry the ball. And then Lamar's in the pocket dancing around, looking for a running. Dude, listen, send the play in, let the play happen. Lamar is talented, but talent can only get you so far because guess what? There's 31 other teams in the league trying to beat you, and they game plan for you every single week. If you're not seeing that, bro, as a coach, you have lost the attention of your football team. They need a coach to come in there and punch them in the mouth and shake up that damn locker room. This is ridiculous, man. John Harbaugh's been with his team. Listen, Ray Lewis and all these cats and Suggs and all these. This is not the same Baltimore Ravens defense. The league has changed, bro. You're gonna have to change. You have to, just like with everybody else we've been saying in freaking daggone football and NCAA. Daggone these coaches that's not going to the daggone the portal and using it to their advantage. John Harbaugh is not daggone going out there and catching up with the league and using that fourth down with the power that he has. He keeps coming out and his defense is going to save him.
I agree with you on that. And Farrell, you know, like you say, though, they got all the talent. But do you agree with what Candy say about Jim Harbaugh? Is he the coach to lead these guys to the promised land, or better yet, you know, to a Super Bowl win, being their head coach, in your opinion?
Well, we said the last two seasons when the Ravens, they were supposed to beat the doggone what was the year?
Bills.
Did they lose to?
They lost to the Bills.
They lost to Kansas City at home.
Right, they lost to Kansas City and they lost to the Bills on the road, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and they were the better team on both of those going into those games. They were the better team, but we found out that Lamar Jackson wanted to play like Patrick Mahomes when he played Kansas City. Then he tried to do the same thing with Josh Allen and be a passer instead of just playing your game that got you to that championship. And I believe it was Harbaugh's fault for calling the wrong plays to try to make Lamar Jackson either mimic one of the two quarterbacks. With that being said, the defense was not playing well either, because when they got rid of Patrick Queen, that defense fell apart.
Yep.
So I would say that Lamar Jackson is his own worst enemy when he gets on that field. I see him on the sideline shaking his head, trying to get his hair looking good, than rather to keep his head in the game and play fucking football. Because like Tim Dog said, out of 7 sacks, I'm going to say at least 5 of those, he had opportunity to run, but he's too busy looking downfield trying to make plays. And of course, nothing happened, nothing transpired, and he ends up getting sacked or a tackle for loss because he's dancing around. Let's play the game, Ravens. The team that we know, let's play the game because we're here, we're rooting for you, but you're not giving us any type of results. And pretty soon, you're going to start losing some fans.
Yeah, and so Tim Dog,
no, nothing against Detroit people, because Detroit is a playoff team. They went to the championship game last year. We just Washington had to play a depleted Lions defense. We all know that, so it doesn't really matter.
But Tim Dog, my question is that, you know, everybody's basically saying that Harbaugh is a good coach, but he may not be the one that leads this team. This team to a championship. Your thoughts?
You know, I kind of agree with Joe. Whereas, you know, the offensive coordinator, the offense has a lot to say in what the coach and what plays the coach call based upon, you know, his game plan, his method, or whatever the case may be. But Harbaugh, he has the right to override that and call his own. He knows what Lamar can do. And in Lamar's defense, he's had 3 different offensive coordinators in 4 years. This is the 2nd year for this one. So to me, it's just like Shada said earlier, it's the play calling. They're not calling the right plays. They're not, extenuating not extenuating, but they're not exposing, Lamar's advantages. Instead, they're holding them back.
I got you.
Wait a minute. The last 2 seasons, Lamar was what? He was like 2nd or 3rd in the league. No, excuse me, 3rd or 4th in the league in rushing. Come on, as a quarterback. Now, he's not that person anymore. And
Tim Dog,
things that make him good, they're not doing.
Tim Dog, when are you going to take responsibility for your actions on the field? We're blaming Harbaugh.
Oh yeah,
right.
No,
But
I'm
you
not
sit
blaming
there like
Harbaugh. I'm
Ray
blaming
Lewis.
him
Ray Lewis.
and the offensive coordinator. Ray Lewis, look, you think about it. Everybody's gunning for him because they know how he is. So every time he carries the ball, everyone's swinging. And
No,
over
I get that.
time, you think about it. But over time, you get hit in that tricep and them biceps. You're gonna get sore and you're gonna get tired. And what's gonna happen is your arm is not gonna be as strong. But eventually throughout the game, when he's conditioned.
But we're talking about.
I'm just saying that's just what happened to Derrick Henry.
We're talking
and he
about
made no excuse for it.
No, we talk about the head
but
coach.
we're
Right now.
talking
I'm not talking
about when is the team going to take responsibility for the actions on the field? They've lost leads. That means, like I was saying, Ray Lewis would say, "You give me 10 points, we'll take care of the rest." Where is that on the defense to keep those leads?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now, you got Harbaugh.
We don't have that defense.
Who is the longest tenure, the first two longest tenure quarterbacks in the NFL?
Quarterbacks.
Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh.
You say quarterback. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Head coaches. I didn't mean quarterback, but head coaches. Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh. Now, right now, they are like gods where they can do and say anything they want to the owners, and the owner's going to listen to them. And instead of the owner saying, you know what, your time has passed, let's move on, they're going to give them the benefit of the doubt because of past, accomplishments.
Success. I get it.
I'm gonna get the Mad Professor. Mad Professor, we talking about, of course, the Lions giving up, Lions winning. And they say that the Ravens have given up, I believe, in 16 games, they had the lead and given it up. And Chris Canty had this to say about Jim Harbaugh.
It's the 16th game where they've lost after having a lead of a touchdown or more in the second half since 2020. It's an embarrassment. What that stat tells me is no lead is safe with the Baltimore Ravens. And how is that not a reflection on John Harbaugh? Let me be clear about this aspect of it. I'm not saying that John Harbaugh is not a good coach. I think he's one of the finest coaches in the NFL. I do question whether or not this group of men can get to where they want to go with John Harbaugh leading them.
Do you agree there, Matt Professor?
Well, yeah. Whenever you as a team, whenever you lose a lead, as the Ravens have, because didn't they lose the lead last week too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the week before that,
coach.
And last year.
It's all about coaching.
Especially last year.
The players can only do what the coaches give them to do. And if your coach isn't adjusting the way they have adjusting in game the way they should once they've had a lead and they keep losing the lead, that is 100% on the coach. I mean, yeah, maybe there's a penalty here, maybe there's a turnover there, maybe something happens, but the coaches should be able to adjust for and it was one of the things I always said about Sean Payton when he was here, when the team was at their best. You rarely ever saw them lose a lead because second half adjustments, third game or fourth quarter adjustments were always extremely important to them. And you didn't see the Saints lose a lead. I mean, it was rare for them to lose a lead because in-game adjustments would happen. And yes, Harbaugh has not. It seems like he's coaching to be safe now, and that's not what made the Ravens what they have been the last 6-7 years. They were a dangerous team because they always played like they were losing. And I don't know if he's gotten comfortable. I don't know if he's gotten warnings about his job security, but this year they look different. And I said that in game one. They look different. They don't look like the same the same Ravens we've seen over the last 4 years, especially the last 4 years where they came out gangbusters and would just ram the ball down people's throat. And maybe it's Derrick Henry losing. Maybe they've lost some confidence in Derrick Henry because and because he's not used to fumbling. Yeah. I mean, and I heard what you all were saying about him, but it is coaching. They're not calling the plays the way they used to. They're not. I haven't watched an entire Ravens game, but I don't see Lamar playing the way he's been playing, the way he was playing the last couple years. So yeah,
because they keep changing offensive coordinators.
Well, I'm not even gonna put it on that. I'm not even gonna put it on that. I will put it again. The coaching staff is letting this team down. You can see that the culture is leaving the Ravens. They're not the same. They're not the same. They don't have the same swag they've had the last few years.
No, and that's weird because you don't see people taking a leadership role to get that team back in position.
Yeah,
so they can.
It's
and
not
that's
the same.
You know what, to me,
I shouldn't have to worry about the coaches. Go out here and bust my head against this other dude over here. When I'm saying the players in the past that we see the Ravens, they took responsibility on that field and they made whatever happened happen. You don't see that anymore.
No.
You know what? The style of play for the Ravens has changed. Think about it. You went from Wacko Flacco, who stayed in the pocket, passed the ball, to a quarterback who's very athletic. He can pass and run. And to me, John Harbaugh, he just doesn't know how to coach that kind of
a lot of it.
he doesn't know how to put all that together. And not just that, but ever since Ozzie Newsome left as general manager, and to me, that's when the team started declining. Not even after Ray Lewis retired, but when Ozzie Newsome left, and then all of these different coachings between the assistant coaches and Joe Harbaugh, John Harbaugh, it just confuses the player. Think about it. If you used to change it all the time, you can't get used to something and adjust to it.
I'm gonna put this league wide because I know everybody's excited that Kansas City beat the Giants, and I think that's a big panacea because the Kansas City's not even coaching. Their coaches aren't even coaching the way they had been. So I mean, like I said, I think a lot of these teams that we called that we've been calling dynasty teams, I think a lot of them are going to fall to the wayside, and it's a shame because again, the Ravens shouldn't have fallen off this quickly. They have a young core. Their coaches are supposed to be great at what they're doing, and we're not seeing this shit translate on the field at all.
Speak on it.
Yeah, and Tim Dog,
there you go, Matt.
And Tim Dog, I'm gonna push back on you. You talking about they having different offensive and defense coordinator? Nah, man. Hold on, because my quarterback done had 5. He done been to 2 Super Bowls. And he's on a 17-0 if you count the goddamn playoff winning streak.
Eagles right now, and I think somewhat quietly in the big picture, are doing things we have seldom seen in NFL history. In the last 40 years, some teams that have won 19 out of 20 games in a stretch include the 85 and 86 Bears, the 89-90 49ers. Patriots did it in the early 2000s. We're talking about an historically great run by this Philadelphia team, 19-1 in their last 20 games, and that one loss was the game that Jalen Hurts gets knocked out early, and they wind up losing by 3 points to the Commanders. So,
yeah, we already know what happened, and the reason why I played that clip is because of this, Matt Professor, because your boy, he had something to say about my team and their offense.
I respect Philly. They are winning games. They're finding a way to win games. I can't stand to watch that offense. It's the most boring offense.
Okay, wow.
Defend your boy there, Matt Professor.
How this my fucking boy? He just played for my old fucking team. What are you talking about? Did I not blame him for sticking around too fucking long?
Yes, you did.
And keeping his team down? Did I not say that? No, but I understand. I kind of understand where he wants to come from because the Eagles are playing like a modified ball control offense, and so I do understand where he's coming from. But if it's fucking winning, I don't give a damn what it looks like. Just win the damn game.
You damn.
You play.
That's what Jeff Saturday said.
What was it? What was it?
Nothing more pretty than a win.
What was it? Was it Herm? No, it was. Yeah, it was Herm Edwards. You play to win the game.
To win.
You don't play to be pretty. Pretty gets you some pretty ass losses. I don't care how ugly it is. I mean, Drew, like I said, I understand where Drew coming from. I truly do. But the point is to win the goddamn game. You don't have to be pretty at it. I mean, pretty is nice and all, but pretty gets you stats and shit. But ask Drew what his stats got him the last 6 years of his career.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Farrell, is the fact that you get the W, you get the win. And just like you say, man, because the last couple of years, you could throw for all the yards in the world, but if you don't get the win, you're either going to retire because you're tired of losing, and of course you get the accolades. But you want the win, and of course to raise that Lombardi Trophy. So it doesn't matter how it looks, as long as you get that goddamn W. What you say, Pharaoh?
They could just go ask Phillip Rivers.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna ask y'all a simple question. What looks prettier? A very long pass and a person catching it, or a running back coming out of that damn backfield, making everybody look like shit running down the sideline? To me, football is running the damn ball. You pass second, you run first, you pass second, and that's what the Philadelphia is doing. I dig it. Keep doing it.
Yeah, and then on top of that, shot,
you notice that's how Detroit won, running the ball.
Yeah,
Washington won last week, running the ball 20 some yards. Football, that's what football is, running the goddamn football.
Yeah, and then shout out. I can understand he's a quarterback, and yes, you want to throw the ball at least 40 times. You know, if I could complete at least 30 of those 40, you know, I did my job. But if you don't get the W, all that goes out the window, in my opinion.
See, what Drew Brees failed to realize is, you see, he played the game and he might know more about the game than we do. But watching the game, did you see what Philly did this past week? When they needed to put the ball in the air, who they go to?
Everybody.
Who they go to? They started with A.J. Brown. Did you see
No,
what
it started with
A.J. Brown
Jalen
did to
Hurts
that
throwing the
cornerback?
ball
Did
right.
you see when he caught that ball? Did you see what he did to that cornerback?
Do you realize that was Washington's old quarterback? That's why he's there.
Listen to me, man. The Philadelphia Eagles they have a formula that works for them. Every team has a DNA that works for them. Philly has found theirs, whether they like it or not. Drew Brees, when he was with the daggone New Orleans Saints, he had a recipe that worked for him. You see what I'm saying? He had his boy Darren Sproles there on third down. That's where he went to every single time as his daggone outlet. That was how he played the game. It worked for him. Nobody said they were stupid. The Philadelphia Eagles are doing what works for them. When a team goes out there and does stuff, what we say, oh, Josh Allen is the greatest quarterback because he's taking with the defense. Well, Jalen Hurts is doing the same thing. You ain't saying that about him.
Yeah. And you know, and that's why I say what I say, Tim Dog, is that the Eagles got an identity, and their identity is to run first, pass second. And that's why I say that when you brought up about the coordinator situation. No, the head coach sets that tone. This is what we're going to do. No matter what coordinator comes in, we're going to keep this same formula because this works for us. And it's just like Joe said, once they got Derrick Henry, they try to make Lamar Jackson a pocket passer.
I was about to answer to that. That's the thing about it, and that's what we said. I think we've all said it since the beginning. They brought in Derrick Henry to be
battering ram.
That ram to take the pressure off Lamar running, and I dig it. But the point of fact is, the best thing in look at the Lions. They have a two-headed running back in David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. They could have had that in. They could have had that in, and it pisses me off. Somebody took Jahmyr Gibbs in both my fantasy leagues before I could get to him. That really pisses me off because I done had that nigga for 4 straight fucking years when nobody else wanted his ass, and now I'm gonna move on. But
snooze, you lose.
They could have had. Well, no, in both my fucking drafts, I drafted in late in the round. But fuck it anyway. I'm gonna move on. But see, the thing of it is, they could have had that with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and have been amazing. And it would have been amazing because you have a running back. You have 2 running backs, one of them who just happens to be one of the best passers in the league.
Yeah.
And that would have opened up a whole lot for the offense. But the problem with what the Ravens are trying to do in making him a pocket passer, they don't have receivers for that kind of game.
Yeah.
Their receivers are trash. I'm sorry. They're professionals, but they are trash.
The only one, Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers is the best they got. And if somebody takes him out of the game,
Hopkins.
Well, they don't throw him, and
tell you,
Hopkins is
DeAndre
like
is,
one of them
DeAndre is a
emergency
good possession
receivers.
receiver, but he's not going to stretch
Yeah.
the field, which is
No.
which is
Like he
the
used
game
to.
that Zay Flowers should be doing for them. And they have Zay
But
Flowers
they
running
don't
fucking
use him
slants.
right.
He should be stretching
Yeah.
the
They
field
do
and
not
getting
use they
defenders out of that
straight.
second, getting defenders away from the line of scrimmage so that Lamar and Derek can do what they do. But that's not
Yeah.
what they're calling the game for.
Nope.
Or the
and-
game.
and-
That's
and
not
that's
the
what
way
I'm
they call the game, rather.
And that's what I'm saying, Tim Dog. You know, even though Drew Brees say that, yeah, he doesn't like that play, but that style works, especially if you got a great running back. So that's why I push back a little bit about the coordinators. But speaking what Drew Brees say about the Eagles having a boring offense, it's always about the W. And I believe if he was still in the league, as long as he was winning those W's, he wouldn't care about how it looked. That's just my opinion. Your thoughts, Tim Dog.
My thing is, Philly is not the only team out there who's 3-0 who's doing good. You know, with Tampa Bay, everybody may talk about him, but Baker Mayfield is throwing up.
You make me throw up.
As much as we may hate it, the motherfucker doing good. And he's making Tampa Bay one of those, Cinderella teams? I'm sorry. Brock Purdy. The Niners? Come on now. Brock Purdy been in the league, 5 years now?
Yeah, but Brock Purdy didn't play last week. Brock Purdy, he's still hurt.
Yeah, he's no. Well, he was
didn't play
doing.
last week.
Damn, that's right, he didn't. My apologies.
Yeah, I got you though. I understand what you're saying. I'm just
Yeah,
making sure that people know.
But even the Colts. Look at the Colts.
Now that one surprised me, Daniel Jones.
That
Yeah.
right there. See, and to
Yeah.
me, everyone is doing what they're supposed to do. And Philly is one of those teams that, believe it or not, all of their games have been close games. They haven't not been a blowout game. And whereas, Buffalo, most of their games, except for Baltimore, the first two were blowout games. And like everyone said, Philly's playing whatever you give them. Now they lucked up with the block field goal. Hey,
Tim
it
Dog.
ain't about how
got all
beautiful
night,
you
Tim
play.
Dog.
It's all about how you do at the end. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
but like I say though, before we go to let's
Fuck
pick
you,
them,
man.
it's just the fact that the 19-1, and I don't give a damn how it looks. That's a feat in itself if you count in the playoffs. And the only one that they actually lost when, of course, we went out against the Redskins. But to make it seem as though that the style of football that the Eagles are playing is boring, it's just asinine, especially if you get the goddamn W. That's just my opinion, man, on that situation. It's all about the goddamn W. All right, my brothers, y'all know what time it is. Pharaoh, where we staying at last week before we go to Let's Pick? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. I know it hurts you.
It was a terrible
Go
week.
ahead and say it,
God, I
Pharaoh.
hate
Go ahead and say it.
football.
Go ahead and say it,
terrible
Pharaoh.
Right, so
Say it.
last week, ladies and gentlemen, the man on the street is number one again. They got 11 games, but Tim Dog, you and I came in second with 10. Matt
Hold on,
Professor,
wait a
you
minute,
doing
wait a minute,
good?
wait a minute. Man on the street. 1. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Pharaoh. Continue.
So JJ, you and Matt Professor tied at 8, and then Shada, you and One Direction 7 wins.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The man on the street. All I know is Pharaoh say 2 weeks in a row. I don't give a damn how you
What's
count
the
it,
total
man.
score? What's the total score?
We ain't worried about the total
What's
score
the-
right now.
shut up. Yes, we are, motherfucker. What's the Hey, Teller 47, you don't want to hear any news that ain't
That's right. I
good?
will hear those dudes.
Who's
We
in
hear
the
at the end of the
lead?
show.
Who's the
All I gotta
overall
say, ladies
leader
and
there,
gentlemen.
Pharaoh? We want to know.
So far, man on the street, he's
you.
32 out of
Hold on,
48.
Hold on. You got what? How many?
Yeah, he's number one because he's 32 out of
Okay.
48. Then I'm
What-
number 2. I got 30 out of 48.
Okay.
And then you and Shada are with 29 out of 48.
Okay, so it's only
I'm sorry,
two
Mr. Professor,
between
man,
you
but,
and him, right? There's only two
Huh?
between you and him, right? And this is what the
Yeah.
4th game. Okay.
You gotta
They
think
don't matter.
he won
They don't
14 out of
matter.
Into the
16
season,
last
motherfucker.
week. That's what put him up there.
We only
Thank you.
just begun. Let's see if
Okay,
this happens.
It
And
don't
if
matter.
it doesn't,
Tim Dog.
we're gonna
Tim
bring
Dog,
this
Tim
up.
Dog, we got to go on, Tim Dog. It's okay. You still got a chance to win. It's okay. But
Oh, I did the first one.
Let's
Remember?
pick 'em. It's that time. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pick them. Brought to you by nobody. We still didn't get a sponsor yet, but hey, I'm working on it.
Every time you say that, man, goddamn it, I'm not ready.
First up, ladies and gentlemen, we got Thursday night football. Mad Professor, who you got? The Sea Chickens against Bobblehead. Who you got?
What the
Hey,
heck?
Seattle is 1.5 point favorites going into Arizona.
Who you got there, Mad
Well, the
Professor?
Saints made Seattle. Saints made Seattle look like they won the championship last year, just like I said they
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
But and you know what? Bobblehead running back is hurt, so I might go with the Sea Chickens.
Yeah. Okay then. All right. What about you there, Tim Dog? Who you got?
No, I'm gonna agree with Mad Professor. You know, it's too many injuries on them, so I'm gonna take the what they call not the Pelicans. What was even called? Seabirds. Seabirds. There you
Shot
go.
it. Are you rolling with the Sea Chickens?
Yeah, I'm going with
Tim Dog with the Seabirds.
All right. man.
There you go.
Yeah, Connor's out. Farrell, who
Yep.
you got? Farrell?
I'm going with Bobblehead until Bobblehead loses. They're 3-0.
Ooh, he did last week.
Bobblehead lost last week. Bobblehead lost last week. We watched the
They
game,
sure
remember?
did. I'm still going with Bobblehead. I don't give a shit. They're over 500.
Yeah. I want to take Bobblehead, but give me the Sea Chickens, man, because they play damn well. And like my man Shouter said, man, at least try to pitch the bitch. Saints. They ain't even try to pitch them off.
Told you they wouldn't.
Man,
I told you they would.
What happened to the bird droppings?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, give me the Sea Chickens. Up next, fellas. Oh, this
Wait,
was
Shawty, you got the
surprise to
Sea
me.
Chickens too?
Yeah, and Joe got the Sea Chickens as well. This was a surprise game to me, man, because I didn't see the Vikings beating Cincinnati. I think they played Cincinnati, but I guess my man Winston found the fountain of youth because he played lights out. So up next, we got the Vikings and the Steelers. Who you got, Tim Dogs?
Wait. Let me tell you the odds first.
Okay, what's the odds then?
So Vikings are 2.5 point favorites. Go.
And this game is starting at 9:30 in the morning, so this early game.
It's Pittsburgh at home,
9:30.
guys.
No, I'm
Pittsburgh's
going
at
to
home.
Pittsburgh. It doesn't matter at home because they're playing overseas, but it's all
Yeah.
about experience. And I'm going
All
with
right. What about you there,
Pittsburgh for
Matt?
Tim Dog. Okay.
You know, I ain't picking it. I picked the Steelers last one time and they lost, so I'm going with the Vikings
Damn.
again. Wait, no, wait a minute.
One game.
No, I'm going with the Vikings. Yeah, I don't give a. I don't like that.
What about you there, Shouter?
Who's the quarterback? Is JJ still playing?
No, it's I think he's still hurt. It's going to be Carson Wentz.
Yep.
Yeah, Carson Wentz got flown in just for this job, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
go
you
with
know
the
what
Vikings.
he did on the plane? He
Okay,
got drunk.
Shouter got the Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Shawty got the Vikings.
Give me the Steelers, man. I think I don't trust Carson Wentz. Even though he
I didn't realize JJ was going to be out again.
Yeah. Give me I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I don't trust Carson Wentz, man. I don't think he could do it too. He's still shy. He's still gun shy after they built that statue in Philly of Nick Foles. So I think he's going to revert back to the old.
I'm gonna
He's
switch
still a
mine
little
to the
salty.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
Still a little salty.
Who you got Matt? Who you got Farrell?
I'm going with the Steelers because, like I said, Carson Wentz didn't do shit for Washington when he got there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
switch
but
mine to the Steelers.
he lost.
Preseason snap. He ain't done
Matt
shit.
Professor switches to the Steelers as well. All right, fellas. Anybody taking the Falcons? Joe, you taking the Falcons? That was your boy. Anybody taking the Falcons versus the Commanders?
Joe is.
Anybody?
Wait a minute, Shada, you change yours or you staying with Vikings?
I'm staying with the Vikings.
All right, so and then Tim, Manor Street, Pittsburgh. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Commanders Falcons.
Where we at?
What's the spread? Commanders Falcons. What's the spread?
Oh,
Man, we
Washington,
going Washington. It don't
favorite
matter.
1.5 on the road, but
I'm going with the Commanders.
yeah.
Anybody taking the Falcons? Anybody taking the Falcons? Going once? Going twice? Joe, you taking your boys?
Joe
I'm not
taking
taking
them.
the Commanders because they couldn't
You
even
know
get
Joe
across
taking
that
the
field.
Falcons. Put him on there for the
Man.
Falcons.
I should have went down there. I could have at least pitched the goddamn Panthers. Goddamn, them
Let me.
motherfuckers.
They lost
I'm telling
30
you,
to
man.
nothing.
Hey,
30
tell
to
you,
Let me
man.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Today at the store, I had an 80-year-old man come in with a lisp. I've never seen a person that old with a lisp. And I trust him throwing. I trust him at quarterback more than I trust Michael Penix and Cousins right now.
Yeah, they brought Cousin in. This man brought Cousin in, man. All right, fellas. Next game.
Cold shit.
Joe, we need you to
I'm
pick on that
sorry.
one, Joe. Next up, fellas, we got the Chargers and the
That's
Giants. Anybody
messed up.
picking the Giants? And of course.
Oh, wait.
this guy-
I got a stat for you guys.
Oh, hold on, Farrell. Hold on. For they give you stat after this. The Chargers and the Giants, and this guy will be making his starting his first game starting as the
Debut.
NFL quarterback.
It's
Yeah,
debut.
that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you.
And we continue to follow breaking news. Jackson Dart will get the start this week for the New York Giants when they take on the unbeaten LA Chargers. That one coming your way on CBS, 1 o'clock Eastern. That's the latest from our Jonathan Jones. The first-round pick out of Ole Miss had an impressive preseason, and now he gets his first career start. He, of course, takes over for Russell Wilson. The Giants currently 0-3, heading into Week 4.
They about to
All right,
be 0-4.
So with that, Jim Harbaugh versus rookie quarterbacks. He's 8-2 in his career. He's 4-0 with the Chargers. Chargers are 6.5-point favorites in this.
Man,
Chargers.
Chargers are mean.
Anybody taking the Giants? Anybody taking the Giants? Anybody taking the Giants? We all going with the Chargers. And a prototypical quarterback. They say if you build them in a lab, you will get Justin Herbert. That's what they say.
Julius
Next
Singleton.
up,
That's some crazy shit right there.
Yeah. Next up,
Crazy shit.
you got the
Get
Titans.
Bernie
And the,
Kosar. You know what I mean?
yeah, we got the Titans and the Texans. Farrell, what's the spread on that one?
Yeah.
Titans are 7 at home.
What?
No, the Titans. The
You
Titans on the
mean
road.
Texans?
I mean, I'm sorry.
are at home.
Houston is
The
7
Texans.
at home. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Texans.
boy.
Texans.
All right.
I'm
There
sorry.
it is. There it is. So Tim Dog, who you got in that one?
1, 2, 3, 4. I just ran the car war. I don't know what I want to take. Flip it in the air and what you think. Texas.
All right.
You know what?
Just for that shit, I'm
you're
gonna
the
switch my
person-
pick to the goddamn Titans because I was gonna say Texans till he did that bullshit.
Right. Tim Dog
Yeah, yeah.
will ruin
Bad
a
Pels got
wet
the
dream.
Titans.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The bad Pels got the Titans.
Man, come on now. How you gonna pick a 0-3 and a 0-3?
There you go. So
Okay,
so
so-
who
I'm going with
Who you
Houston.
got?
I don't care what
all
y'all
right
say.
then. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
So no, what are you doing, Tim Dog? Houston?
You
Oh,
go
I
to
said
Titans.
Houston.
Houston.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm going
went
Houston,
Houston.
as well.
No, I
Give
said
me the Texans
Houston.
as well. Shotta, who you got?
So everybody got Houston?
Everybody
Yeah,
taking
flip a
Houston?
coin, Chada. Flip a coin.
I'm taking Houston, man. I don't
Right.
CJ.
I don't
gotta
know
do
what's
something.
going on with the offensive line with Tennessee, and it, it's
Tennessee.
atrocious right
How
now.
about
Yeah. and
Texas?
I think what it is
JJ got
that
Houston.
I think that CJ Stroud going to have a great game because it is the Titans, and then Ward, he can't make the passes that he made last week. It's like he was just throwing to the coast. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, they got different uniforms than you got. So it's just the fact that I think it's still a learning process, and then I think the offensive line is just atrocious. I think they got one of the worst offensive line in the goddamn NFL. Oh, fella, next up, Shada, me and you going at it. Who you got? Eagles, Buccaneers. Who you got?
Oh, wait. I got a stat for that too.
What's the stat?
All right. So Jalen Hurts versus Todd Bowles defense. He's 1-4.
Yeah.
4 losses versus Tampa Bay is the most versus any opponent.
Yeah.
I'm going with Tampa Bay.
That's what I was gonna do.
All right.
Yeah.
Then. All right then. Who you got there, Tim Dahl?
I was gonna say Tampa Bay, but I think Jalen Hurts is going to pull this out. So I'm going to Philly.
All right. Matt
It's
Professor,
a
who you
pride
take?
thing.
Well,
Wait. You
because-
going with who? You going with Philly?
Philly. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because Mike Evans is going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. I'm gonna go ahead with the Eagles.
Yeah,
That's,
there you go.
That was
There you
that
go.
was me. Matt Professor,
Yeah.
same thing.
So you taking Eagles as
And was
well?
it What's that?
Yeah,
part?
because Mike Evans is out, and you got Godwin coming in, but Godwin
But
he
he's
practiced this week, but it's Godwin.
still not 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, of course, y'all know I'm going with the Eagles, but the stat that you just brought up, man, is something with the goddamn Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the Eagles' goddamn kryptonite.
That's
in the playoffs.
They still play the Tampa too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, we got our ass whooped in the playoffs, and the last couple of times in the regular season, like you said, Jalen Hurts only beat Tampa one time. You know, if we lose it to a team like Tim Dahl said earlier. You got to give him his props. Mayfield is actually playing pretty good damn football, but it'll be a great game. So, Eagles. Oh shit, Panthers, Patriots. Oh, Panthers done put up 30 points. What's the spread there, Farrell?
The Patriots are -5.5.
All right,
At
man.
home.
So,
I'm going with
Charlotte,
Pats.
you used to live in Connecticut. Who you got?
I'm going with the Pats.
Okay, then. What about you there, Matt Fester?
I think I went with the Patriots the last 2 weeks, and they've lost both of those damn games. I did. No, they won one, they lost one.
All right.
The Panthers can't do this shit twice in a row, but I'm gonna go Panthers.
All right.
Tim Dog, what you got?
Man, that's hard. I'm gonna give it to the vet, Mr. Bryce, and call it Carolina.
I bet them damn Falcons fans were in shock last week.
Yeah.
The Falcons players was in shock.
I know they
last
was
week.
in delusion.
Yeah. Who you got there, Farrell?
I'm going with the Pats just because their defense seems to be a little better. I mean, offense seems to be a little better than what the Panthers are doing. So I'm gonna pick.
I'm gonna take the Panthers, man. The Panthers showed me something, and I told you say this. I told you this Sunday, Farrell. You called it.
Yeah.
When I forgot who the Panthers played, and Bryce Young played lights out, except for the last couple of plays when he got sacked.
Hold on. They played.
And then it carried over to the following week when they played Atlanta.
They played Arizona that week.
Yeah. They played Arizona, and they almost came back and win until the offensive line gave up the draw. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I'm gonna see. I think Bryce Young. I think they find something there, especially after Steve Young said that the Carolina Panthers got the fans. So that game is over. What Joe said that game is over. He's not talking about that. All right, fellas. Next
Joe
up,
said not only no, but hell no.
So we don't need to spread on this. Is anybody taking the Saints? Mad Professor, you taking your boys?
Who? Yeah, he is.
Who? It's the Bills.
Hey, so Buffalo.
The Bills.
Buffalo is 15.5 point favorites in this game.
That low? Is that low? Why is it not 25?
Hey,
What,
JJ,
they're trying to respect the Saints all of a sudden now?
Now we going point spread. I will go with New Orleans.
Right.
Yeah, I would dog, but you gonna be
No, you know what? No, I wouldn't still. They lost by 24 last week.
I
No,
guarantee they're going to cover the spread on this one. I promise you that.
You know what? I want to pick the Saints just to be stupid.
Yeah.
And we ain't betting money.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the damn Bills.
We all know you ain't stupid. Come on.
Anybody taking the Saints, man? Anybody taking the Saints? Going once, going
Joy
twice.
says she's taking the Saints.
Joy taking the Saints.
Man, what do you call somebody who have $1,000 word?
Charlie Kirk supporter. God damn it.
No, what do you call a person who have $1,000 word, but can't spend any money on hair products?
We don't care, T-Dog. We moving on. We moving on to the next. We moving on to the next game. I don't know. We gonna mute his
You
mic.
said I'm
Next up,
stupid. That would be you being stupid.
next up, ladies and gentlemen, we got Lions and the Browns. The Browns shot. God damn it, Green Bay.
Yeah.
So what's the spread on that one there, Farrell?
Detroit 10 at home.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody taking the Browns? Anybody that's seen the Browns having two upset
I
back
say
to
they
back?
shocked them, but they won by what? 1 point? A field goal?
Yeah. By field goal.
Nah.
Anybody taking the Browns?
Sorry.
Going once, going twice. We
I
all
feel
on the
better
Bills.
about the Saints if they had only lost by 15.
That's right. Joe said he taking the Bills as well. Up next, fellas, and now this might be a good game. We got the Jaguars and the 49ers. Jaguars pulled it out
That will
last
be
week.
a good game.
That's right. What's the spread on that one?
Who?
Jaguars and the 49ers.
What?
Oh, so San Francisco is -3.5 at the house.
Taking
Okay.
49ers.
All right.
I'm taking the Niners too. But
What about you, there, man?
I
Professor?
almost want to take the Niners, but their defense is trash without Bosa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but the thing
All
is,
right.
Jaguars' offense is shit even with
But without having to play a defense,
yeah. All right,
I'll
so
take Sunshine.
All right, then what about
the
you there?
secondary is pretty. I'm telling you, what is
Yeah.
San Francisco interceptions?
Yeah. What you?
Tim Dog, who you got? God damn it.
Oh, I said San Fran, motherfucker.
Okay.
Weren't you
Yeah, yeah.
hearing?
Yeah, who you
No,
got
but
on?
you keep yapping over there.
Well, stop eating, and you can hear me.
Who you got?
Hey, man, on the street, what you got?
Give me the Jaguars, man. I think Sunshine and what's my man Travis Henry done find a little something. So I'm gonna go out on a limb with them. And now I agree with what Matt Professor said. You know, even though I don't like old bitch ass Nick Bosa, he is a force on that defensive line. And without him, and of course, you know, Mac Jones sooner or later, that genie has to go back in the bottle one day, and I think it's going to be on Sunday. So give me the Jaguars.
Well, I'm picking the 49ers.
That's a
just
damn
based off
shame.
they're playing at home.
I got you. Up next, fellas, this is going to be a good game too as well. Coach Rams, who you got, Shot? What's the spread on Farrell?
Rams -3.5 at home. 3.5 points.
Go with the Rams.
All right. What about you, Matt Professor?
You know I don't want to pick the Rams, but I have to.
All right then. Tim Dog.
What about you, man, on the street?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Rams, man, because they've got a nasty taste in their mouth after giving up their lead, giving up the draws last week against my Eagles.
They did
And
more than
Daniel
that.
Jones, and I'm going to use the same analogy that I use on Mac Jones. Sooner or later, that genie has to go back in the bottle.
Right.
But I think it's going to be this week. So I'm taking the Rams. I mean, I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I got the Rams at home because I feel the same way.
All right then. Did I get you, Shot?
Yeah, you got me.
All right then. Next up,
take,
fellas.
hold on.
Oh, Tim Dog.
I'm
You got Tim
gonna
Dog.
take the Colts.
All
I
right,
believe
then.
in Daniel.
All right
Yeah,
then.
Mr. Jones, give me the Colts.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got the Bears and the Raiders. You know, the Bears coming off that great win. So I'm gonna keep riding with the Bears in this. I think Caleb got something to prove. So I'm gonna take the Bears. And what's the spread there on Farrell?
1.5 for the Raiders.
All right, then give me the Bears, man.
I'm taking the Raiders.
I know
You
why
can't
he's
stand
picking the
Caleb. I know
Yeah,
he can't stand Caleb. Who you got,
And I
Matt
will
Professor?
never pick the Raiders again.
Fingernail paint.
I picked the Raiders twice this year and they lost.
Okay, so you go with Caleb.
Yeah.
There you go. Matt Professor got the Bears as well. Who
You know
you
what?
got there,
Wait a minute. Hold on. I done picked the Bears twice and they done lost too. No, I'm gonna go
That's
with
why
the
this
Raiders.
is such a close game. There's two losing teams.
Yeah, I'm
Hell.
gonna go with the Raiders.
Yeah, I got the Raiders at home.
Who you got, Tim Dog?
That flea flicker team.
Yeah.
Next up, fellas, we got
the extra slow
Yeah,
flea
give me
flicker.
the Bears. Yeah, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
Hey, you know they're gonna try that shit again this game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
up next,
know.
fellas. Up next, this might be a AFC.
No, I'm sorry.
thinking-
I'm gonna change to the Raiders.
Going
I'm
to
sorry.
Raiders, Tim
Give
Dog
me-
with the
give me the
change.
Raiders. Their
All right, then,
defense.
fellas.
Wait a minute.
Up next,
Man,
we got
man on the street, what you got? The Raiders?
Yeah.
No, I'm taking the Bears.
No, he got the Bears.
I got the Bears. I'm
So-
taking the
so
Bears.
me
Me and
Tim
Joe
were
going
on
with the
the
Bears.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fellas, we got the Ravens and the Chiefs, and of course the Ravens got that bad taste in their mouth. And like you said earlier, Matt Professor, the Chiefs are not the Chiefs anymore. So to me, this is like a toss-up game.
It is.
So
Yeah, it is.
it's like
It
a
is.
toss-up game.
Well,
So Shada, who you
Yeah,
got?
Baltimore is 2.5 on the road.
I'm going with
Good.
Baltimore.
Yes,
Tim Dog, you taking the Ravens as well?
of course.
All right, then
Because
who you
right
got, Matt?
now they upset. They
Well,
gonna hurt somebody.
With the Chiefs having a whole lot of infighting that they're trying to cover up, I'm gonna go with the
Yeah.
Ravens. Because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kelsey ain't been the same since he got with your girl.
He ain't got engaged.
Nigga old,
He didn't work.
What they call that? Pussy whip.
Yeah, yeah. So who you got?
You done shook him off.
I mean, who you got? Farrell.
I'm going Baltimore on the road because I'm not supporting half of that shit that's going on down there in Kansas City. Get that shit together.
Yeah, give me the Ravens as well, man. I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going. Even though, because the Chiefs don't look like the Chiefs, and like you say, Matt Professor, Kelsey don't look right, and they got a lot of infighting going on the goddamn shit. So it's give me the Ravens as well.
He said he's something for the wedding.
Now this one, fellas, that we can't wait to see this one. Is the Packers versus the Cowboys.
Oh, here we go. Micah Parsons will make his much anticipated return to Dallas Sunday night as the Packers visit the Cowboys. Let's hear from both Micah and Jerry on the matchup.
You know, it's gonna be painful. You know what I mean? Dak's my guy. You know, he was always like a good mentor for me. But you know what it is. I always told him if I ever faced him that, you know, it'll be a great matchup. So I'm excited to see what Sunday brings itself.
Jerry, do you feel any extra competitive drive to win this week with Micah Parsons coming back?
Yes, I do. I've said this time and time again. I think the world of Micah as an individual, and of course know him well. But and I might say I wish him well, except it's obvious I don't this weekend in terms of Green Bay winning the ball game.
Once a Dallas Cowboy, always a Dallas Cowboy, right? Maybe that depends on how your exit went down. And one of the more shocking moves in NFL history, the Cowboys traded the all-pro pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers a week before the season. And now he's set to make his return to face his former team. And we know they won't exactly be rolling out the red carpet. When asked about a video tribute for Parsons, owner Jerry Jones said, "I don't think that's appropriate this way. Emmitt Smith coming back was a different story. That's not to diminish my guy."
Bro, right. What the hell is he talking? Listen, man, this dude is so delusional.
I got you. So who taking the Cowboys? Anybody? Cowboys. Anybody taking the Cowboys? Anybody taking the Cowboys?
Michael Parsons has been exploiting rookie tackles and guards. So
for his whole career, just
yeah. So I mean, I'm not taking Dallas because of that, but you know, these last games, like you said, he with Washington, he exploited a rookie tackle with the Detroit Lions rookie offensive line. So it's not like he's looking the greatest because he's beating up on rookies. So
right. So you taking the Cowboys?
No.
You said all that just to say that you're not.
I just letting people know they keep putting him up there like he the man, but he's beating up on rookie players.
I told y'all that. I told y'all that coming into this year.
That's
he
true.
beat up anybody in Cleveland.
I don't care what nobody say. Micah is like Django in that scene with freaking daggone Don Johnson. He blowing up that whole damn tooth.
Oh yeah.
But we all taking up the Packers on that one. I don't think the Packers going to have a letdown like they did against the Browns. And of course, you know, I think they want to go out there. It's personal, and they want to show that they're one of the elite teams. And losing to the Browns, I think took them down a peg. And they want to get back on that echelon with the rest of the teams. Next up, fellas, I don't even know why we even picked this motherfucker. Everybody could flip a coin on this one. Jets, Dolphins. Anybody taking the Dolphins?
Somebody in the background. Who was that?
All right. There you go. There you go one. There he is, right there. All right. So
Matt Professor, you going with the porpoises?
Yes. I trust them more than I trust the Jets right now, especially at quarterback.
Wait a minute.
They have no more confidence in Justin.
No, he's in concussion. He was in concussion protocol.
That's right. He's in concussion protocol.
He's in concussion protocol. Yeah, give me the porpoises, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's think about this now. Hold on.
Concussion
protocol. Justin Fields. He got a concussion. Yeah, he got hurt that first game.
No, I got to go with the daggone porpoises. That Justin, they can't do nothing without Justin.
Yeah, but I mean, they played good against them last
week. They got Tyrod Taylor though.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor is a decent quarterback. They played last week, but they came back. But I think with them coming back against Tampa Bay, it probably
Baker Mayfield was just too much.
Don't get me wrong. Now I want the coach to get a win, but of course I think Tua, they got something to prove, and I believe that if they go 0-4, they're gonna fire their coach. He might as well.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the porpoises.
Yeah.
Okay.
Farrell, who you got?
Huh?
Who you got?
Oh, me. Now that you say the protocol, I'm gonna have to go with the Jets. Jets. Miami. Sorry.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
Miami.
I'm
Miami.
What the hell you
about
talking
to say, was he
about?
doing another swerve?
I don't know.
Hey, my bad.
I got you.
Hey, man.
Sipping on that scissor.
Hey, my bad. Yeah, porpoises.
And of course, another Monday night game. We got the Bengals and the Broncos. Y'all know I'm not taking the Broncos. Give me the Bengals.
This game is horrible to pick. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, this is a horrible game. But y'all know I'm never taking the Broncos, so give me the Bengals. Y'all never worry about me picking the goddamn Broncos. Give me the Bengals.
Broncos all day.
You go with the Bengals?
Yeah, man, because I'm not picking no Sean. I told you, it's 2 games that it's an automatic win or loss for me. The Cowboys
You know who their
and the
quarterback for
Broncos.
the Bengals is?
I don't give a good goddamn. I can't stand no bitch ass.
Come on. It don't matter
Shit.
what he picked, Shada. What you got, Shada?
I'm going with the Broncos, dog. Let me get them bunking Broncos.
I'm
Here
taking
it
the
is.
donkeys too.
Broncos
Who
have
you got
looked
there?
horrible though the last
Yeah.
couple of weeks. They've looked like crap.
Exactly.
Who?
But I'm still gonna pick them.
No, I know.
I don't think the Bengals can do nothing without Joe Burrow. I'm sorry.
I know that too, man. But I just can't
Yeah,
pick Sean.
I know, bro. I know.
I'm standing on business like the young. I'm standing on business.
I know. 10 toes down, brother. I know.
You say it's not personal.
You know T.I.'s son is locked up, right?
Who?
Hey,
You know his son
Tim
locked
Dog.
up, right?
You got Bo
Tim,
Nix.
answer my question. Tim Dog, Miami
I'm
or,
sorry,
or
Bo
the Jets?
Nix
I didn't hear you.
Oh, Miami Jets. Oh, Jets. Give me the Jets. I'm sorry.
Who got on the Bengals game? Tim Dow.
Now you're on the Bengals game.
Give me. I'm gonna give Browning one more chance.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Bo Nix. You know, Bo Nix. He's good, but this is it's gonna come down.
Wait,
to
where's
this
this game?
And I
Is this
trust.
game-
And I
this
trust
game is
Cincinnati.
in the Mile High?
Is it Mile
Yeah,
High?
it's in Mile
Yeah,
High.
it's in Mile High.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's gonna come
I'll
down to
stick-
defense.
I'll stick with the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah, and like,
Yeah,
like I
I
said,
got
ladies
the
and gentlemen, it's 2 games that fellas I either going to win, or I'm going to lose. The Broncos and what's we call it. But I got a couple games to play with, and like
Man, stop that
winner,
shit.
2 weeks winner. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my main man Shada today in sports.
Now, everyone remembers that like I said,
Go ahead.
last week I was talking about the world championship in track and field, and the reason why I went there, it was a real good one. But this week in sport, everybody know who that was, right?
Yeah, Carl Lewis.
Oh yeah, hey.
Yeah, Carl Lewis. 1988. What was significant in 1988 with Carl Lewis? Does anyone remember?
He got on the Wheaties box.
You stupid.
Is that the year that he lost
He had
to
to
Ben
wear them
Johnson?
high ass shorts. Who gives a damn?
That's the year he lost to Ben Johnson.
Yes, he lost to Ben
Yeah.
Johnson, but Ben Johnson in that
Yeah.
race was disqualified
Oh,
3
yeah.
days later for the use
Yeah.
of the drugs stanozolol.
Yeah.
Carl Lewis was awarded the gold medal in record time of 9.92. So if Ben Johnson wasn't on that stuff, you know what I'm saying, he would have went ahead and took it for Canada, but he was on that juice. So Carl
He was
Lewis
on that
went ahead
LeBron James.
and for those of you who don't know it, we have a lot of athletes in the Olympics that's actually lost their medals because of juice, and Marion Jones being one of the most recent. But yes, that was why Carl Lewis got the gold medal that year, because Ben Johnson was on that Canadian moose juice.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you can tell because nobody that damn muscular should be out there sprinting.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember that, fellas. But thank you for that.
Looking like Barry Bonds.
For today,
Looking like a football player sprinting. Get out of here.
Thank you for that, Sean.
What you say?
All right,
Defensive
fellas.
lineman sprinting.
Hey,
It's that time, fellas. It's that
a
time.
younger man on the street out there, no hair.
That's all right, man. Fuck you too. I never run that fast though.
That's aerodynamics right there.
It's that time for weird sports. Ladies and gentlemen, we try to bring you sports that, hey, if you're not a true athlete, if you can't play basketball, if you can't dribble a basketball, if you can't throw a baseball, If you can't even do anything, we bring you stuff that
What you trying to say, man?
The extreme ironing. You got an ironing board, get on top of your house. You even got to plug the iron in. You know what I'm saying? If you got some sperm, if you're a male, hey, sperm work. You know what I'm saying?
Underwater hockey, hold your breath.
Underwater hockey. If you can't swim, don't do that one. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We don't give you so many great things that, man, y'all keep wondering to yourself, where does the man on the street get these from? Now, fellas,
algorithms.
Play. We all the, but I did. It was a champion.
Welcome back, everybody, to the most anticipated match of the year, the grand final between the formidable Fnatic and their challenger, Mad Lions.
That's right, Trouble. Forget the LEC finals. We're about to crown our ultimate rock, paper, scissors champions.
I still remember the first day I saw a piece of paper destroy a rock. You don't forget that as a child. Since that day, I've always wanted to be the best.
Rock, paper, scissors is tough. It's crazy. Maybe you go for a rock, and then boom, they pick paper. It's just that quick.
This is a head-to-head like no other. The best of 3 lightning-fast rounds where everything can change in a split second. Here we go. Mad versus Fnatic, round 1.
An upset wins with Rock over Unforgiven Scissors. That was lightning quick from Fnatic. Oh, we've got to go see an instant replay of that. Roll it again. There we go. So smooth with that action from Upset.
It's a tough blow for Mad Lions, but they still have 2 rounds to make their comeback. And on stage, Armut and Wanda are stepping up.
Oh, I could genuinely watch this all day. What a disappointment it would be if it only went to 2 rounds. Buckle up. See if we can get ourselves a third.
Unbelievable! Mad Lions have gone for scissors once again, literally snatching a victory from the edge of defeat.
My mind is blown, Trouble. Old Demons coming back to haunt Fnatic at the...
Yeah.
Wow. Why are we doing this?
I need 3 more minutes of my life back. I'm
why
down 6 minutes in the last 2 weeks of my life because of the man on the street.
The sad shit is, I almost want to see how it ended up. But that,
I need to see round 3.
Yeah,
I need to see round 3. Why you cut it short?
Because I want to get this bad professor face. Well, I would say what it ended. It ended on a cliffhanger. So did it say it just pops off?
Hell no.
They should end this shit on a cliff, and whoever plays should get thrown off of it. Because that was just stupid.
Listen.
Goodness.
Listen to me, okay?
Oh.
You need to. I'm going to need you to talk to somebody because this cannot continue. There's no way.
You know what? You need to leave it to us to find some of this shit. You need to step away from it, man on the street.
No, you need to send out the choices before the show because this is ridiculous now. Listen to me. Man.
You guys got to go search and send some shit in.
Why y'all hating, man? You could be a rock, paper, scissors. Think about it.
I'd rather pay $10 and skip some damn rocks.
Why y'all hating on the rock, paper, scissors, man? Come on, man. And that was the 2022 championship. They just had the 2024 championship, I believe, from last year.
Stop explaining like we care.
Right. You see, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, do I care that this is from 2020?
You are literally trying to convince us that this is okay.
Man, let me tell you something.
Right now?
They could have this championship shit in my living room, and I wouldn't care.
Listen to me, man. Don't listen. People, listen. This is what's gonna get us canceled. Stop it. Don't do this
bro.
Them dog. They had a referee. Hey, man, you got
and you know what? You know what, man on the street, you wrong. You showing a sport that Tim Dog can't even do. What the?
No,
we're not. He always rock.
Stop.
I mean,
thank you, Mad Professor.
We're not doing
Thank
that.
you, Mad Professor.
Mad Professor.
I can't even be paper. I can be scissors like this.
Oh goodness. Oh man, but thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is
I'm
our
having
weird sport of the week.
nightmares tonight. You hear me?
It's our weird sport of the week. But the funny part is, we all done played rock, paper, scissors. So, like I said, if you're not a true
This is
athlete,
discriminatory.
you could get,
Come on
you could
now.
get out there and you could become a champion at rock, paper, scissors. What Joe say? Yeah, our card carry members of the circle jerk. The first rock. Oh shit! Thank you for
I'm
that, man.
always lose. Everybody know I ain't got nothing but rock. Like Matt Professor
I look
said.
forward to
There
that
it
show
is.
every week, except for this segment.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That's
you're
all
gonna
right,
get.
though.
Yes.
But hey, the man on the street is always searching for more sports, man. I got another
searching a
one
little bit
next week.
harder.
Stop searching.
There it is, ladies
Hey,
and gentlemen.
all right, listen,
Nine
go
time
get
from the
help.
main man, Pharaoh King.
Stop it.
Trivia question of the week. What's this week, my brother?
All right, so we're doing we got college football going on too. I didn't want to always just do NFL questions, so I got some FBS question here for you guys.
Oh Lord.
Here you go.
Here
Here
we go.
This is a question.
What's your FBS
team had the second most wins from 1970 to 1999? Number 1,
Alabama.
Nebraska. Number 3, Michigan. No, not from 70.
No.
I would say Notre
yeah.
Dame.
Ooh.
It's
I
either
would
Notre
say-
Dame or USC, and I'm gonna go Notre Dame.
No. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna say SMU. Shit.
My answer
I
was
think-
Miami Hurricanes.
No, it's Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame. Because they never play really anybody, and they're always in. Yeah, give me Notre Dame.
Shit.
Penn
Oh,
State is
shit.
a good one. Penn State is a
Those-
good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Who you got, Shotter? You said SMU. What's the answer there,
I'm
Pharaoh?
gonna say Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma.
That's a good one.
That's a
That's
good
a
one
good
too.
one because you also had Alabama and Texas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
What's
say
the answer?
Oklahoma.
What's the answer there,
All right.
Pharaoh?
Then the winner is
Penn State.
Penn
Ain't
State.
that a
God
bitch?
damn.
God
I
damn.
said that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Damn,
was.
man.
damn
Well,
Joseph, man, right on the money with that one, boy.
Jenkins
You
won,
must
so
be looking
that's
at my
half a point for me.
About
that
time
ain't
he won
shit for
something.
you.
He ain't win
That
with
ain't
Atlanta.
shit for you.
Half a point for me. Way to go, Jenkins. Way to go.
The sad shit is, I figured he was gonna go.
Boy.
Penn State is up north, and so is Notre Dame. So that's half a point. I didn't see the family connection.
He's always gonna
He's
find
always
some ground
with his
ball.
ass.
Bull
Right
crap.
there. I'm gonna get a half
I'm sorry,
point somewhere.
no. I said Florida State, not Miami. I guess
That's
that was
all
the
right, bud.
90s when they started doing because that's when they went to the what's the name?
Yes. Well, see, if you see, Pharaoh, I'm being fair. You got the state right, so you get a half a point too. See,
Stop
That's
the
what I'm talking
madness. Stop the madness. Don't do that.
Way to go, Joe.
Wait,
Way to go.
Way to
How
go,
he
Joe.
got half a point for the state. He said Florida State and Miami. He wasn't right. It's Pennsylvania,
yeah.
bro.
I know.
I had
but-
2-0.
Man,
no,
and
no,
no,
listen,
he's
Matt
searching
Professor-
for a win just like Jim Kelly.
No, Matt Professor, you overthinking it. Penn
No, I'm
State.
not.
No, listen.
I'm not.
Listen, what I'm saying.
Are you saying he got
said-
state?
Yeah. Penn
Well, get the
State.
fuck out of here.
Florida
Cut
State.
this nigga's mic off, please.
I'm
Give
giving
yourself a
this-
Negro, please.
Negro, please.
Thank you. Yes.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Black Arrow King, for this week's trivia.
Bruh.
Yes, we're running kind of long, but Matt Professor, using that on, and I'm gonna give you a chance to shine on your own. So tell them
No,
why you mad.
I
man,
ain't
he
really
just got
mad.
mad.
Your ass off, didn't he?
I'm really ain't mad because the only thing I would have talked about was how Bruce Pearl did that bitch-hearted shit and quit right before the season so that he could bequeath the damn job to his son, who is garbage. I mean,
Talk about it.
I don't give a
We
shit
talked about
that
it earlier.
Oh,
Talk about
I
it.
don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a damn that he's Bruce Pearl's son. What did he do? Nothing. He's a nepo baby, and it's going. I feel bad for you Auburn fans because y'all gonna suck again.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say this shit. Bruce, say what you want about Bruce Pearl, but he was an amazing recruiter, and he had an amazing system that he recruit for. But his son ain't nobody. His son ain't even play basketball. I mean, what is he supposed to fucking do? Garbage. I hate that.
There it is. But, Matt
Hey,
tell him why he's mad.
Bill Walton had a son that coached the Lakers, so.
But his son also
Yeah,
played
for how long?
basketball.
I'm just
His
saying.
son also played.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You never
And,
know.
and he got a national championship too, doesn't he?
Hey, what
Yeah.
did what did
Well,
Juan,
player,
what
not a
did
coach.
Juan say to the guy? I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
There it is, Matt. So thank you for that. Tell him why you mad.
Hey, Shada,
You know.
they won't say that to Ice.
I'm just saying.
Tim
I don't know.
Dog, you got to combine both of your shit into one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you something to think about, something fun and better yet with
And
Tim
make
Dog.
it quick, Tim. I'm hungry.
And Tim Dog, yeah.
I
okay,
got
we
you. I
hungry.
got you. I
All
got
right.
you.
What you got,
I
Tim Dog?
recently read. Oh, my apologies. I recently read an article where it's in a little town right outside of DC where 250 juveniles graves were dug up from a reformatory school back from 1893 and didn't close until 1941. Records show that most of these kids died from diseases like diphtheria, tetanus, and tuberculosis. But a lot of the skeletons that were dug up were never even forensically studied. So there's still a lot of mysteries going on. And now, right now, in the state of Maryland, there is a panel or commission that's trying to gather up money and get these remains forensically tested so that we can find out who these kids are, because there are people right now who are descendants of these kids who don't know it, and that's just a part of Maryland history. I just want to let you know it's an ongoing situation.
Yeah, and
How can they be descendants of dead kids?
Well, in other
You
words,
mean relatives of,
well, yeah,
but not
thank you,
descendants
thank you.
of those kids.
Well, they're not descendants, but they are relatives of the people who have died. Yeah.
But you know, before we move into our closing statements, the funny part is that these young men and women probably died from something, and now they want to take away vaccines across the nation. So there could be a lot of
That
other young
part.
kids.
That
There could be a
part.
bunch of other young kids that's gonna be dying from the
That
same
part.
thing that these people die from. But it is what it is. Thank you for that, Tim Dog.
Yeah,
Tim
and the
Dog,
ages of the kids were from 6 to 16.
exactly. That's what I'm about to say right now. Tim Dog, let people know about your social media so they can follow you, my brother.
You can follow me on Instagram. Father's Love 99 is all about me, my grandson, and my son. I added them in there, and I won't be in Baltimore long. This is one of my next week will be my last week doing a broadcast with you guys until I travel.
There it is. What you got on the Matt Professor? I want you to shout out your social media so people can
I
follow
don't
you.
have any more social media. Don't follow me on the social media you find under my name. I mean, they real, they me, but I ain't doing shit on them because I don't feel like it no more. I mean, I'm gonna feel like it eventually again. And until then, don't even go see Mad Professor Classics. Just don't do it.
Hey, Joe, this was a
Not
Washington
till
Post article.
Not till I tell y'all to go do it.
There it is. The Pharaoh King,
I'm
man.
sorry, Mad Professor. I
What you
apologize.
got,
Joe,
Pharaoh King? What
Washington
you got for
Post,
the
check
people,
it out.
man? And make sure you shout out your social media so people can follow you, my brother.
So I just want you guys to know, man, when I pass away, when I die, I want them to put a crank on the side of my casket that plays the Jack in the Box song.
Yeah, I saw
just
this
so I
coming.
can see who cranks it. That's all. Pharaoh _71, King Ryan Facebook.
What the hell that mean?
I don't know. There's gonna be
What
some
happens
Jack
when
Nicholson.
what happens when the weasel goes pop?
It pops up.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get you. That'll be some scary shit.
No, I see what would have been
Let it clear out real
would have been
quick.
equally messed up if he said at my funeral, I want somebody to have my old phone and text everybody, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Before we go to shout out, there was a guy, I think it was in England or something.
Joe,
I think
trust me, I'm about to, bro.
I think there was a guy in England or something. He had a recording and he was lowering him down. He's like, hey, where
Yeah,
everybody at?
I read about that.
Yeah.
I read about that. Yeah.
Hey, I'm still alive. Hey, somebody let me out of here. Yeah. Shout out, my baby.
I'm definitely gone after that shit.
Shout out to social media so people can follow you, my brother.
Yo, you see me here down here in Atlanta doing my thing. Shout out, see my social media right down there. So just go on and see what's going on. All I'm saying to you is just remember one thing. Everybody have an opinion, like an a-hole, and everybody's rights should be considered. But when your rights infringe upon mine, a pure murder shall come true here. Watch this fight the next time.
That's what I'm talking about. And of course, you can find me, The Man on the Street, at The Man on the Street Show on YouTube. You can also find me, Creative Canvas Expressions YouTube. That's my AI channel. Haven't dropped nothing on there. I'm at the Mad Festival. I'm going to get back on my job and soon. You can also check us every Friday night for 2 cigars in a blunt. Goes down at 8 o'clock. But you want to stick around for the after show called Ashed Out. That's when everybody gets a chance to talk about what they want to talk about. We usually go right. We will go straight. But 99.9%, like Tim Dawg said, you're going to make it that left turn and drive that bitch right off the goddamn cliff. But you want to come Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. As you can see, we talk about sports and we do it very well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Man on the Street.
This is Pharaoh King.
Whatever you do, big or small, do it well. Don't do it at all. Tim Dawg from Be More Careful, Not For Long.
I'm the Mad Professor in the booth.
Oh, I still got to follow this motherfucker. That's what you want to say.
Bro.
Shout out to Orlando, doing big things. Keep yourself together.
And with that, with that, we are out. Peace.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Before we go, I want to share a research with you guys, a real study real quick.
Oh, shit.
Research shows that starting your day with the early morning run is the best way to make sure your day can't get any worse than it started.
Man, get out of here.
How about
with that
running
bull
your
crap.
mouth?
Nobody